No.
No, and I know it's a total. So we can play, and I'll talk through. I've never GM'd it before. I've played it like 3 times. I've never DM'd it, but it's really rules light. If you had a chance to look at the the quick start guide, which is actually a gigantic quick start guide, but at any rate,
Yeah, it looks pretty straightforward.
it is. Um, yeah, the only a couple things there. So you are in Shadowdark. It's made to kind of force play to move forward. So the whole thing is turn based. So what I'll do, we'll start with everyone rolling initiative, and that'll be the order in which you do things for the entire game, unless we pause something like that. And it just kind of so it's kind of like yeah, it just it keeps the game moving forward, and time is a very, I think, important metric in Shadowdark because that torch there, everyone, the kind of Shadowdark world is like the entire world is an impressive black darkness everywhere, and your light is the only kind of weapon against this. All of the horribleness, yeah, there's dice roll and whatnot we can use. The horribleness out there, the evil is just kept at bay by light sources. And if you don't have a light source, you are in the Shadowdark, and you'll essentially die. I mean, so for example, in the Shadowdark, the kind of environment is called, I think there's 3 different levels of environment, like normal, risky, and dangerous. And at normal, it's kind of like random encounters every 3 rounds. Risky, normal random encounters every 2 rounds. Dangerous, random encounter every round. And of course, you have disadvantage on anything in the Shadowdark, and it has advantage on you. And so you can't see. So if the lights go out, you're essentially dead, pretty much. And with torches, so I have that little sword there as a torch. I have this I can move around. We can all move around, but let me move around because we can say who has the torch. If you have more than one torch, you have more than one torch.
Runes.
Shadowdark is
A
all.
room in Albert Rodeo is a space to connect to your players.
What the fuck is that?
The scene is an infinite space.
That's me pressing random buttons. I'm in Albert Rodeo documentation at the moment. So
Okay.
until I get back to where you guys have no idea.
Okay. I can send a link again if you want. And
Bear is a type of owl that is a bear.
another thing with Shadowdark is that game time is kind of is equal to real life time, and so torches and most light sources last 1 hour. So when you start the game, you're like, bam, it's on, and you have 1 hour before that light source goes out. But you can have multiple light sources. You can say, okay, our torch is going to go out in 15 minutes. So let's light another torch, etc. You probably each in your equipments you probably have multiple torches. Or at least one. You each probably have a torch. Is that right?
Yeah, that was actually what I was going to ask. Is it doesn't give the quick start page didn't give an actual idea of how much gear we would have.
Mm-hmm. And Shadowdark also uses.
I put down some things that I thought I would like to have. But
It's based on gear slots. So on your character sheet, I think there's 10 gear slots, and most items take up a slot. And I think I can't remember exactly, but it's the number of gear slots you can use is based on your strength score. And I forget if your strength score it's like your strength modifier, I don't know, like 5 plus your strength modifier is the number of things you can carry in each gear slot. Something like a backpack doesn't take up a gear slot, but a torch takes up a gear slot, a ration takes up a gear slot, a sword takes up a gear slot. So it's also limited in what you can carry. Does that make sense, Sam?
Yeah, I was more just as well. What is there a limit on, like, do we have a gold amount that we can spend on items, or are we just kind of filling the amount of slots we have? And
I forget exactly. My computer resources are taxed out here. I'm trying to find different different pages in front of me. Typically, I think when you start with a set of gold pieces, and you can use those to buy whatever you want on the equipment list. It's not a lot at all, and usually you have enough money to buy like a weapon, a torch or two, and some rations, and that's what you start with. Let's see. There's also I don't know, it might be easier. It might be best just to crack on and see how we all do. There's I mean other things I'll bring up as we go along. One thing I'll say is that usually everyone begins a session with a luck point, which is a reroll. You know, so if you roll poorly and you want to reroll it, you can use your luck point to reroll that. So that's usually so. You each have a reroll. Just remember that. Let's see. Oh, I need to do one more thing here. I was gonna put some music on for me at least. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? Shall we just? Shall I start describing? Are you ready to kind of go?
Yeah. I'll just say I've got a hammer, and that'll be fine.
You got a hammer to hit things with. Let me do this
I'm
here.
just gonna try one more time to enter this thing with my headphones and see.
Okay. Sure.
I can hear you, Andy.
Oh yeah, no, I just said that it sounded like I listened to the drop down. That was good.
Yeah. So one thing I'll ask is, who wants to be carrying that torch? And if you're carrying a torch, you can only be kind of doing, you can only torches in one hand, and a weapon's in the other. You can, of course, set a torch down. Some creatures will try to attack the torch and the torch bearer, because if the torch goes out, people get kind of screwed. You can, of course, take rests in this game. I mean, you can take a rest is there's one kind of rest, 8-hour rest. I don't think we'll do that in this session because it's so kind of streamlined fast. You can combine 3 torches to create a fire that lasts for 8 hours to rest by. But in this world, kind of random encounters just happen with a frequency depending upon the kind of place where you are. I gotta admit, Alex. If you're in a dangerous place or a not dangerous place or whatever. There's Alex. Okay. Alex, how you doing? Can you hear us? Oh, I can hear you. Yeah.
This is so odd.
Who wants to? And so what you can see there is just the torch light. That's where you are. That's the circumference of the torch light. Who wants to? Do you want to carry multiple torches, or does one person want to carry a torch? And if so, who?
If you're a wizard, Alex, is it better for you to hold the torch? Because I've got a 2-handed weapon, so I
yeah.
I might run away with it because I'm a little shit.
And if you run away with it, your friends will die.
That's okay. Zeldini will be alive.
That's true.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Good choices.
Right. Okay, I suppose. Yeah, sorry. I'm also going to be kind of hunting around for various kinds of stuff and all my bits and bobs I got here. Why don't we first start by rolling initiative so we get the initiative order going? And it's just a D20 pull and your Dex modifier. You can do it on the in. Just tell me, or you can do it on the dice roll. So Zeldini gets a 7 plus what?
Dex modifier +2, so 9.
9 for Zeldini. Rogar. John. Oh, I didn't see that. What'd you guys get? I didn't see it. Went by really fast.
I rolled a 2, and then I add my modifier of -2, so it's a 0.
Okay. And that was Rogar, right? Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Andy? John Octopus.
I got a 14 altogether.
Okay. And what's your character's name? It's Relina.
Relina,
So,
yeah.
all right, we got Relina, Zaldini, and Rogar. So we'll do it, and we got a 14 and a 0. So yeah, I'll just jump right in. So and who's carrying the torch? Me. Okay. You. I'll do that. Just there you are with the torch. So if you don't mind, I'll move the torch because I made this map really simply, just so I don't have like extensive, what is it called, fog of war up. So I don't want you to move the torch because then you'll move into rooms you can't like see through walls and stuff. So I'll move the torch to kind of give you a bit of a. Oh, and then Sam's gone. Oh, I got Sam's gonna admit. Okay, Sam's coming back in.
Was it me who had the torch or? Ray?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I did that incorrectly, didn't I? I gave it to. Yeah, sorry.
Gosh.
I already fucked up. There you are. You have the torch.
Yeah, well.
So Sam.
Yep.
Okay.
He's back.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. We're good. Right. So yeah. Okay. So you are at the. You've left the town of Ipswich. Just make that up.
We're in Australia.
You've left the seedy, dark town of Ipswich and ventured out into the gloom of the Shadowdark to the famous Dreadmore Ruins. And you're here at Dreadmore Ruins because there are rumors of great treasures and magic that draw you here, and danger and evil that must be vanquished. Let me kind of this. You have also heard rumor that a mage associated with Dreadmore rumors. You've heard a rumor that a mage associated with Dreadmore Ruins betrayed the former king of the land. That's all you know. And here you are in this entranceway where your single torch casts the shadows across the walls and down these stone steps. You can, I don't know, mark it. Down these stone steps here that are going deeper into the ground. The air smells of fire and brimstone, and tiny footprints are in this room you're standing in right now and go down the steps. I'll ask Relina, what would you like to do? Your first initiative order.
I'm going to have a look at the footprints and see if I can, what are there any idea of what kind of creature they are?
Go ahead and make a wisdom check if you would, please. Which is just a d20 roll on your wisdom modifier.
Okay. So the wisdom modifier is -1, so that'll be a good start. And then on the d20, the roll, a d20, and roll that.
Yeah, there you go.
7 for a massive 6.
A 6. You do not know. What I'll say is you've never seen these footprints before. They're not something normal from the forest or the town. They're not rats. They're not possums. You don't know what they are.
Okay.
Okay. Zaldini, what would you like to do? That's you, Alex.
I would like to move forward and
Okay.
cast the light a bit further down the steps. So
Okay. Oh, you move yourself. Sorry,
I'll
I will
move
follow with
myself
you.
and then you can
Yeah.
get the torch, I guess.
Doing that.
You
Okay.
sort of stand at the top of it too.
Okay, there you go. And movement, or rather distances in Shadowdark are, what do you call it? Almost a schematic or idealized. Movements are close, near, and far. Near is kind of like within. near is kind of like 30 feet or closer. Far is you can see the thing, but it's farther than 30 feet away. And you can for each turn you can perform an action, which is usually a single action like combat in round or something like that, and take a movement. And when you move, you can move between two of those idealized categories. So if something is far and you can see it, you can move over towards it. If like you are in combat with something that's close and you want to move away but still be near within 30 feet, that's a movement action. If you don't take a combat action, you can move twice. So you could go from close to far, kind of thing. And there is no such thing as like bonus actions, reactions, or disengage and opportunity attack. There's none of that kind of stuff. Okay, so Saldini, you moved to the top of the stairs there, and you can see the stairs go down into a room, another kind of looks like it might be octagonally shaped room like the one you're in. Rogar, Sam, what do you want to do?
He's going to say a quick prayer to Gedi.
Okay, yeah, your deity.
Hoping for some sort of bountiful feast after this journey.
Okay.
And then he will move to the front with his warhammer out to be ready to trash it down onto someone.
Raulina, that makes it back to your turn.
Okay, so I'll move forward. If I go outside the torchlight, that's obviously bad, I guess.
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, it can be. You won't be able to see anything.
Okay,
at that
so
point,
I'll stay there, just
okay.
And try and hide as best I can against the side wall of the corridor.
Okay, why don't you make a dexterity check for that for me, please?
So I think this is
for hiding.
+3.
Yeah, just d20 plus that, and yeah.
Trying to roll. It's obviously not doing the right thing. It seemed to work before. Listen, random things. Do you want to roll for me? It worked before.
Okay, I'll roll for you.
Yeah, so it's this +3 on a d20.
Oh, there you go. So I rolled a 4 for you. Sorry about that.
7.
So you think you're hiding. Zaldini, back to you. Alex, what would you like to do?
I'm going to move forward a bit more. I won't head to the front, but I just want to move forward so people can see a bit more. So I'll do one movement and check if, can I see any... Are these pillars?
Those that you can see down, the steps lead down into another octagonal room, and those are 2 statues, which kind of flank to either side.
Can I do my second movement?
Yeah, you can go down to that room for certain. You can go all the way down there if you'd like.
I'd like to go down to the room and sort of hide behind one of the statues.
Yeah.
Just
So I'll put that. I'll put the torch there, and so you can see. Now I'll describe the room, and then I'll ask Rogar for his action. But you can see there's a door to the north and south there, left and right, and there's these. Yeah, you're crouching next to a statue there, Zaldini, and these are 2 marble statues of warriors. See the one that you're crouching next to, Zaldini, wields a sword, and on the sword is the word pact, P-A-C-T, and it points. That sword is pointing towards this door over here. And you can see on the other statue is again a warrior with a sword drawn like the one you're next to, and that sword is named Penance written across it, and it points towards this sword. So one sword with the word pact points here, and one sword with the word penance points here. And otherwise, the room is empty. The statues look substantial.
Zaldini's going to start doing like a little dance going pactor penance, pactor penance, pactor penance.
Because you are a goblin, that's right.
For his friends to come
All right.
Zaldini chooses pact. Zaldini doesn't have any penance.
But it's Rogar, so it's your turn, Sam.
So he's going to look at the map he's drawn for himself. He will move. How far can I move on a move action?
Anywhere within that light. Anywhere.
Okay. He will move to here, and then just with this. Oh shit. Is there a way for me to make a gesture on the map to show you what I'm pointing at?
On the right side, there should be a set of possibilities of like there's a pen. Well, actually, it looks like it's a pointer. It's like kind of in the middle, below the. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, below the thing there. Yeah.
You can measure as well. That's a measurement tool, and there's a blah blah blah. Yeah.
Can I examine? Are these both doors?
Those are doors to your top and bottom.
Yeah, doors, packed and penance. Can I just examine this area to see if there's some sort of hidden secret? Because it looks kind of weirdly shaped.
Yeah, go ahead and make a wisdom. Let's see. Yeah, a wisdom check. So yeah, D20 wisdom modifier.
This plus 3. 17.
Yeah, it does. It's it's not. That wall is not, synchronous with the other straight-walled octagonal portions of this room. So, yeah, it does look like this. It's not natural, so difficult to say if what's going on there. What's beyond the wall? It seems perfectly solid. You don't find any kind of secret doors or anything like that, but suggests some kind of change in architecture that beyond.
And was that an action to examine that?
No, we're not. We're kind of we're not in combat. We're kind of in what in Shadowdark they call crawling. And so, do you want to propose some other thing to do?
He'll just go to this. Now that I've done that, he'll just go to this door and try and examine if it's locked or if it's just like a regular pull door. He'll try and open it.
Yeah, it is locked.
Okay. He'll call that out and then step out of the way because he can't do anything about that.
And you do, as you go over to that door, you hear like a some kind of snarling, otherworldly sound. Maybe that sounds like a dog or a pug, but I didn't mean it to.
It's like a pug for sure.
Yeah. There's a vicious pug on the other side of that door. It'll tear your heart out. Right. So we're back up to Relina, the halfling thief.
So that it was the door up at the top that was checked that was locked.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gonna try and see if I can. Did we actually? We did hear some noise from the other side of the door, or we didn't? Sorry.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and unpick the lock, but not actually turn the handle to open the door.
So that's just a dex check for you, I think. And I don't have your character sheets at all in front of me, but maybe you have an advantage on that roll or something.
Yeah, thieves do on lock picking.
Yeah.
So I made my backup a thief because they seem really awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's
if
advantage,
I can roll.
and I get. Yeah, if you roll if it's on dex, it's +3.
Okay. I will do so, and I'm gonna go like that, and here they are. So advantage roll, and so 14 plus 3 is 17, and so you do pick that lock. You can hear, you slip your tools in, your little widgets and picks, and you can hear the tumblers move, and you can tell the door is unlocked.
Cool. So if I can move, I'm just going to move behind the statue then.
And that's fully fine. Yeah. So that could be your turn. Now it's back to you, Alex Zaldini.
Zaldini's just gonna move up to where Rogar is.
Okay.
Because I can't. Oh, actually, I might go check this other door, just to see if there's like a lock on that one as well.
There is. You can tell it's locked without even taking an action, so that's fine.
I'll just turn to Raylena and say lock on this one too, and then sort of move back because I can't. I'm not gonna open the door and I'm not gonna unlock the door because I'll get fucking wasted.
We'll get. I know with 3 hit points, whatever you have, it's hard. We'll go to Rogar's. It's Rogar's turn now, though. So Sam.
Alrighty, he will.
You don't have to do anything for a turn, by the way. You can just,
Rogar will open the door.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's a pact we seek, then Seeker Rogar should open that door for us.
Yeah, I'll go like this. So the door opens.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I'm just gonna make it so the light kind of works. The door opens and.
But this is penance, isn't it?
No, the pact was going diagonally up.
Oh,
and
okay.
penance was going diagonally down.
Okay, Zaldini's gonna look very excited about the fact that you opened the pact door because he wanted this one open too.
Yeah, well, that seemed like the right choice. And
right.
I heard that sound, but do I see anything in there?
You do. Right there. You don't have to go that. You open the door, and there is like a looks like a kind of demon. It's like a demon ape almost. It's got kind of like its arms are dragging on the ground, and it's got these kind of pointy ears that stick up, kind of floppy, and it's got slathering teeth, and let me give it an initiative roll. And it's gonna go first. No, let's see. That you open the door, it's there. We'll continue. That was Rogar, the end of the round. So now it's new round, and it's gonna go first.
Well, do I was opening the door all I could do?
Oh no. Sorry, you're right. Yeah, that was. You can open the door now. You can take an action or move if you want. That's certainly. That's fine.
He'll just take a swing at this guy if he can.
Okay, clomp him. Yeah. It's actually it's a dretch, so it's kind of a low level demony guy. But what do you ask, Sam?
How do I work out my attack? Is it just my strength?
Yeah, if you're using a weapon like that, it is your strength. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just roll my d20, and this will be a d20 plus 4.
Okay.
10.
10. You have a big hammer. You said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You swing the hammer, and the dretch kind of was able to dodge it. And I think. And you can move if you want to. If you have a little, I'm sure you have a little more movement left.
He will. No, he'll stay trying to block off the door.
Okay. The dretch had a better initiative roll than you, Raylena. So it's the top of the round, kind of round 4-ish or so by now. But so he's going to go, and then it'll be your turn, Raylena. So this dretch. Let me get to him. He comes in and takes a claw swipe at you, Rogar. So let's just do his roll. Ooh, a 7 all up. I believe that misses your AC. I assume it does.
Yes, but not by much.
Okay. Yeah, so the dretch tried to claw at you and missed, and he's just kind of standing in the doorway. You can push through people. It's like if you want, you can move through your own allies. If you're moving through a non-ally, it's a contested roll, but your strength versus their strength kind of thing. And yeah, he's gonna try to push through, move through. Yeah, just try to move through.
My rolling strength to try and stop him.
Yeah, you are. And I rolled a 16, actually.
Yeah, no, that passes mine.
Okay. So he's just going to go, and come into the room. Just get in the middle of the room.
No!
And now we're top of the order for you guys. So Ralina, the thief, your turn.
I'm going to try and run over and backstab the creature.
Okay. Okay.
Dice. So I've got a dagger, and it's +3.
Am I rolling for you?
I think I managed to get the. I just did a refresh on the page, so let's just give it a go. So 20, and then I'll add 3 to this, so that'll be 9 + 3 is 12.
That is a hit, actually.
Cool. So,
I don't know if you have advantage on a backstab or anything like that, or more damage dice.
It says backstab +1 die of damage against unaware creatures.
Okay.
So it's a D4. So would I get 2d4 damage then?
I guess so. What did it say? I can look it up too.
It says an extra die of damage. So that.
Oh yeah. Sure. That sounds right.
2,
Yeah.
and then I'll roll it again, and that's 3. So that's 5 damage, I think.
Okay, got it.
The strength was +0, so 5 altogether, I guess.
Okay, got it. You stab this demon in the back, and its claws go up, it lurches back and spins around. But it's Zaldini, your turn.
Zaldini's gonna go, stay away! And like do burning hands on his. He's quite small, so he'll just like slap his hands on on this demon's belly.
Okay.
And
I don't in burning hands. I don't even think you have to touch. Burning in this game, burning hands is like
it's just
an area spell. It's what?
Okay, cool. It just says 1d6 damage, all creatures in close. Oh, okay, so does that mean it would be everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so I won't do that then. In that case, can I move back to a point where it would just get him? Like
yeah, I'll let you do that.
For
back
example,
there, yeah.
would that be?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll say stay away, and I'll go with my hands and do one.
Now, in Shadowdark, you have to roll a check to see if you cast the spell successfully, and usually it's a DC 10 plus the spell tier, which Brain Hands is a tier level 1. So I believe you need to roll an 11 or better on D20. Although you might have advantage on that roll.
Modifier. You get your spellcasting modifier on it.
Yeah, so mine says spellcasting +4. And then in brackets says DC 10 plus spell tier.
Yeah, and so.
So do I roll a D20 and then add 4?
Yes, and you need to beat an 11 all up.
Yes, because I'm tier 1 spells. Yeah. Okay. So D20. Yeah,
Look at that! And there's also the same thing. So there's also critical success. Things here, so I believe it's double damage die for that.
Oh, nice. Okay,
so 2d6, I guess.
How do I do that on here? Can I add another one? Oh,
you click the dice twice.
Yeah. Here we go. 4.
All up. Do you know a modifier on that?
It just says burning hands, 1d6 damage, all creatures in close.
Okay, good. But this flames leap out and circle around you and just catch the dredge. His hair is singeing, his greasy, slimy skin is catching fire. He's still alive, almost dead. He's spinning around in pain. So another thing for spell casting in Shadowdark is, as you successfully cast that spell, you can, as long as you successfully cast a spell, you can keep casting it. It doesn't go out of your mind, for example, like in 5e. You can keep casting it without having to take a rest or anything like that. However, if you fail a spell casting check, then that spell is gone from your memory and you can't cast it again until you take an 8-hour rest. So you can keep casting Burning Hands because you were successful.
That's really brutal for me because
it is brutal. But is one of your spell? You have like 2 or 3 spells, I remember. I think.
Yeah, I've got Burning Hands, Charm Person, and Magic Missile.
But magic missile, I think you have advantage on casting that with your spell casting check. Yeah.
I
Okay.
do.
But now it's off to Rogar. So Rogar, you're there. Up to you.
He's gonna try and bring the hammer down on this creature as though he was trying to hit one of those prove your strength machines at a carnival. You know, you swing the hammer and hit the thing and it tries to hit the bell.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for that. So it's a 14 to hit.
That's a hit.
And then it'll be... Is that plus my...
Strength.
Do I add my strength modifier to it?
I believe so.
So it's 9.
Either way,
Damn it.
the dretch is destroyed.
Yeah. You're dancing from Zeldini.
And he looks up into the sky and says, "Ding, ding."
Nice Apollo Creed.
Well,
Blood.
Relina's trying to stay professional and just get on with looting the body.
Okay, yeah.
Zeldini's
Exactly.
just going to keep bouncing from foot to foot and clapping.
Keep it professional. Let me
Hercules.
Yeah, exactly.
there's nothing on this poor dretch, Relina.
Poor indeed.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, you know, just leave the little calling card. Just etch my initials RAL into the dretch at some suitable point.
Nice.
Just a professional courtesy, really.
Exactly. Calling card. Right. What now? So we're out of combat, and but I will. That was Zaldini. So Relina. So we're going to use Zaldini, the wizard.
Zeldini will walk over the body of the dretch and sort of stand and just sort of sneak past Rogar a little bit just to move the light into this room and do it very carefully so as to not alert.
I'm going to keep it kind of there because I don't want
Yeah.
Relina to get out of the light, so to speak. But there we are. So yeah, you can see into that room, and you can see. Let me see a bit around there too. I can describe it to you from where you are. Against that far wall are 2 black chests. They rest against that wall. Behind that kind of screen, see that screen of iron bars. There you can see. I'll use the pointer. Beyond those iron bars, 2 skeletons are walking around. And I'm gonna use this icon, even though it's an ooze, but it's got a skeleton head. So
It's pretty cute though.
2 skeletons are walking around behind those iron bars, and their bones are charred black. You can see some writing on the far wall, which just beyond those chests, some writing. It looks like it's written in blood, and the words say, "What is a soul worth?"
Oh, 7 gold pieces.
Zeldini's gonna tug on Rogar's robes and be like, "Skelly bones! Skelly bones!" But really quietly in a raspy voice.
The skeletons see you, but they're just kind of like, and they're almost automaton-like. You know, they're just wandering kind of back and forth, and they have swords, in their hands,
Yeah, I
wandering back and
assume
forth
with
behind those bars.
With the light, I assume if you put light in a room and it goes over some creatures, they're gonna notice that you're there, sort of thing.
Yeah, and you can see here, right here, are some stairs going down. Well, I'm just gonna point it out.
Do the iron bars go all the way across the room?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, that's me. I'm gonna stand in the doorway and wait for a big strong Rogar.
Yeah, so Rogar, it's your turn then.
Sam, you're muted. I don't know if you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I I've got a turn undead feature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just putting stuff into my car, so I'm not actually standing at my laptop. Can I use the turn undead thing?
Let me look real fast up in the rulebook here about how that works. I mean, I'm sure you can, but I'll just let me find it. That's fighters, priest. Turn undead. Oh, you know the turn undead spell doesn't count toward your number of known spells. So let me look up the spell. Turn undead.
Because I'll move forward and cast it.
Yeah, turn undead. Range near. So you gotta get next to them. You rebuke undead creatures, forcing them to flee. You must punch them the holy symbol to cast a spell. Undead creatures within near of you must make a charisma check versus your spell casting check. If a creature fails by 10 or more points and is equal to or less than your level, it is destroyed. Otherwise, when it fails its charisma check, it flees from you for 5 rounds. So that's what Turn Undead does. So you can go up there, and I mean, I'll point out, just let me move the light. It looks like, if you can see now, there is a door over here, and then the set of bars, and a door here, and these stairs here. So you can tell, Rogar, that it's not clear if they're going to flee. They're going to flee through this door if they can open it up. Oh, you can't see, Sam. You're not, but that's yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Well, if they're within my range for just kind of attacking, because it's a pretty big risk if they can't open the door. So he'd rather probably try and use the hammer instead.
But there's a wall of iron bars separate you from the skeletons.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry, I missed that part. Okay.
Yeah.
When that
they're like in a jail cell or something like that.
Yeah, he will cast the spell then. So to actually cast it, my spell casting modifier is plus 3.
Okay. Do you want me to roll for you, or are you?
Yes. If you could roll for me, please.
Okay. So you kind of have to be. What is it? You have to be close near. Sorry, let me look at the range of this ball. Close, within 5 feet, near, but 30 feet. Okay, no, so you can be 30 feet away and turn undead. But I'm going to move you into the room a bit, just because you're easy 30 feet.
Yeah, sweet. That's all good.
And then we'll have you turn undead. So here's your roll, and your roll was a 9. And what's your modifier?
Plus 3.
Plus 3. And they need undead creatures within you must make a charisma check versus.
So do I make another check, because I was doing a check to cast the spell, and then I make a check to drive?
No, I don't think so, because it says they're now going against your spell casting check, which is what you just did. So they need to beat a 9 on charisma check. Skeleton's charisma is not particularly good; it's -1, so they need to roll an 8 or better. I'll do the one on the right now. Ooh, he rolled an 8. The one on the left. He failed. So this skelly cowers away from the might of your holy symbol, and
it should be both of them, right? Because you said one rolled an 8 and one rolled a fail.
But no, oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. They both. You're right. Sorry. It's true. They both. So I was gonna say that, this one looks with disdain at the other one, but no, they both. They both move out of the room through this door.
Great. Well, that'll be him then.
Okay.
Danny will look very impressed. Ooh.
Yeah, nice job.
Mighty powers you have.
Yes.
Oh, I can't.
So that was Rogar. So Ralina, you're up. Do you want to move into the room with them? Andy?
Yeah, just wandered away. That bear had evaporated unnaturally fast. And, just that could be a bit of an issue. Summer's coming.
Exactly. You should get that checked out.
Oh, sorry. It looks like the skeletons are no more.
They were turned by Rogar, the Seeker. Yes.
Wow, impressive.
Oh, nice.
I was busy getting my crossbow out just to use that. So Rolena's going to move there and try and sneak round and see what's up. Or, sorry, it was down. Was it down the stairs?
Yeah. So you could. Yeah. So you can't see beyond the torchlight there. I mean, actually, Zaldini, if you move in the room a bit more, torchlight can go down there. It's up to you though.
Yes, I will. Now that the skeletons are gone, I'll sort of move up to the bars. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do like this. You can see down into that room now a bit, Relina, and the room. Let's see, where's this room? Yeah, the stairs lead down into, well, from your vantage point, a vaulted chamber. Is what you can see. It looks like you can just see the edge of a dais in the chamber, an elevated dais. That's what you can see from your current position, Relina. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm going to try and sneak down the stairs, just very bravely, possibly.
Okay, of course.
Do you want me to make a die roll for that?
If you're trying to sneak, yes, go for it.
Yeah, so
A dex check.
Dex +3, so this +3. I'm in the same agony of here we go. Oh, 20.
Look at that. Okay.
That method acting, I've just lost myself in the.
Exactly. You're quiet as a mouse. Quiet as a quiet mouse. A mouse wearing boots of elven kind.
and they're the tastiest kind.
Exactly. But that's as far as you can see, given where Zaldini with the torch holder is.
Can I move up if I see Relina sort of going down the stairs?
That was So it's your turn now. Do you want to do that? Move up? Okay.
Yeah. I'll sort of move to the top of the stairs, but a little around the corner, just so I'm not like.
Yeah. So here we are. I'll give you kind of that view as well. Maybe I'll do like this quickly so you can see this room. And because you're kind of there. So yes, looks like you can see down in there. And sorry, let me go some stuff. So stairs, a vaulted chamber with a central dais on top, and in the middle, and it looks like there's a statue on top of that central dais. But I'm not gonna move the light down anymore. You see to your right, your character's right, Ravlina the Thief, there's some kind of altar around that little corner there. Here that you can see in this area.
Yeah.
But we'll pause there and make it Rogar's turn if Sam is around for his turn. Samuel?
I'll just move out to where everyone is and just kind of brandish my weapon near the altar.
Okay.
I see we've gone. I just stepped back to the computer, so I'll go to there, and then can I ready to swing if something comes near me, or is that not a thing?
It's not a thing, but it's fine. Absolutely fine to say that kind of stuff instead of if you're saying, my weapon sheath and I'm looking at the ceiling. Certainly. I said, the game is so rules light that those kind of things, of course, are good to point out, but there's no real mechanic. It's just our own agreed upon mechanic of what might transpire.
Yeah, I think he's definitely concerned that there's going to be enemies, so he'll be looking for people coming for violence, not anything in particular. Otherwise,
Okay.
and that'll be him.
Now we'll go. Sorry, that was Rogar. Go back up to Ralini. Ralini. No, Ralini. Sorry.
Relina.
Relina, sorry.
Relina will go to there and just kind of peek into that bit where
sure.
If these guys are moving down, I would have moved down behind them at the same time just to provide light, but also be shielded by their boards.
First I'll describe what Andy saw. Yeah, the altar. It's just a dark, evil-looking altar. It looks as if it's a place where dark sacrifices and profane acts would take place.
Sweet. There's
Relina, anything else you want to do before we go back to Zaldini?
No, just she's got her sword ready just in case anything jumps out and about.
Okay, now to you, Zaldini. If you want to take a move, I'll move the light with you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or what do you want to do?
So I'll just move down in behind these guys, and maybe pop in the room just like here, just to give a bit more light to the rest of the room.
And I'm gonna do that. See where the room is now kind of all lit up. And now I'll describe the room more fully. What I wasn't describing earlier is on that central dais, which rises steps 10 feet up off the floor, is the stone statue of a warrior. He has a dragon-winged helm and a sword raised in defiance towards the altar. And I'll just describe more what you saw, Relina, about the altar. Sorry. Blood covers that black altar, and the words of damnation are carved into it. And a skeleton rests on the altar near a knife, as if the knife was used to carve those words of damnation. So that Zaldini comes down. We move the light. Zaldini, anything else you'd like to do before we go back to Rogar?
He'll just look quite delighted at the room and say it smells pretty good.
It is delightful. And you can see there are stairs leading, here and here. Those ones mimic the stairs you came down, leading up out of the sunken / kind of vaulted chamber. I'm thinking of what are those things there? I read something. I forget. Right. Okay. So that means it's Rogar's turn. Sam, Rogar, the Seeker.
So he will. He'll move forward towards the altar. So where exactly is the altar?
Over here.
Oh, over there. Okay. And he will use the warhammer to try and move the knife back towards the others, like onto the ground.
Okay. You do that so then the knife it'll like clatter onto the ground. Is that what you're intending?
Yeah, basically to just shift it down onto the ground away from the skeleton.
It does clatter to the ground. The skeleton, as you approach, you can now see that there's a note nearby the skeleton's hand, and the note says G, as in the letter G, as in the initial of a first name, G kind of hyphen, my love, I'm so sorry.
I should think so too.
So he will pass that to Relina, and then and if the dragony knight guy is looking towards it,
He's
Like with a sword pointing at it, you mean like he's trying to abjure it or something?
Yeah, it's like his sword is like I said, raised. The look on his face, kind of, you can see in his eyes beneath that, inside that winged helmet he's wearing. He's like, defiantly pointing his sword at the altar.
Okay. He will utter a small prayer to Giddy to say, help them pass into the next life. And then he'll move over here and just hold up the hammer again, ready to have something charged.
Okay. Relina, that brings us to you. Relina the thief.
Yeah, gonna have a more detailed look over at this spot, and then the skeleton's still there, and we've got the knife. Was it pretty much? Okay. I'll poke around with the dagger, and just see if there's anything else underneath the skeleton or on top of the altar, or indeed.
Go ahead and make a
secret
wisdom check, if you would, for me, Relina.
Okay. Yeah, -1. Maybe not so wise to do that, but here we go, rolling, and 18 to a 17.
You get not bad at all. You get the idea that the skeleton, the way it's was positioned, that was a person who was sacrificed upon that altar.
Comfy.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Delicious indeed.
And okay, I'll just carve the usual RAL initials into something. Yeah.
That brings us to Zaldini, the goblin wizard. What would you like to do?
Okay. Before, did Rogar look at the actual middle part of the room, or was he looking at the altar?
I looked at the altar and then kind of had a passing look at the statue, but didn't actually examine it.
Okay. I'm going to examine the statue.
Okay. Make
in
a
detail.
What are you kind of trying to? Okay.
Just because does it have any like wording on it? Because it's pointing at the altar, right?
Okay, go ahead and make a wisdom check, if you would, please.
Sorry, Ethan, is it pointing at the altar?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah. So I just want to look and see if like it's all made of stone, if his weapon is like looks weird, or like there's anything on the statue that is movable, or if there's any like plaque anywhere, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Like information plaque.
Sure. Go ahead and make a wisdom check. I can.
Okay.
If it's got gum disease.
Yeah.
Gingivitis.
Oh, that's a fat 0.
A fat 0. Yeah, you actually a nat 1. I don't know what would happen there, but no. Actually,
I fall up the stairs and knock my head on the statue.
Exactly. You actually you poke your eye out by ramming it onto the sword accidentally.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Zaldini does not like this guy.
No.
I'm going over here. He's gonna go stand by this set of stairs and mope a little bit.
Okay. Are you taking a torch over there?
Dumb. Oh, not so far that it takes it away from Relina, but just like, yeah.
See here, they're gone.
Yeah, no, I'll just go step slightly away from the statue because I'm annoyed. Oh, I'll come stand by the bloods, actually. Wait, I can't do it now.
Okay. You can't do it? No, how about now? Because I put the sword on top.
There we go. Yeah.
Look at this guy. Asleep in some bloods.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to slap my hand in the blood a little bit to make myself feel better.
Right. Rogar, you're up.
So Rogar will He'll have a quick look at this middle statue to see what made Zaldini so weirded out.
Yeah.
Because it seems like a statue shouldn't make someone go weird. So he's gonna. Oh my god!
you.
No. See what I
the
mean?
exact same
It's
thing.
a weird statue.
You walk up to it, you poke your eye out too.
Wow.
God damn it! That's pretty funny. That's how evil this place is.
Yeah, seems like it.
And then he'll stand back here, ready for the ambush that he expects that's coming.
And just then you do see that these two skeletons come back down. Two black charred skeletons walk down those steps over there into the room, and
Oh, thank God Zaldini didn't go over there.
you believe that they look the same as the ones you turned 5 rounds ago. And let's see.
Skelly bones.
Sorry. That was Rogar. So Relina, the thief, it's your turn, and these skeletons come into the room.
I'm gonna climb up onto the altar and then turn around and shoot at one with my crossbow.
Okay. Go make an attack roll.
Roll. Is it? So it's 15. Is that? Do you get anything for your dex for a missile weapon, or?
You do. You should get a bonus set, but you hit with that 15 anyways, flat on the flat.
Okay, cool. So it's a D6, I think, for the damage. 6.
Look at that.
Sweet. In your eye, if you had one.
Okay. Very good. That takes us to actually the skeletons. And this
Give me
one's
my
going
bolt
to
back. Come over here, bring that bolt back. Come on.
move towards Rogar. And he's going to take his 2 turns to come up here. But the one will move and attack you, Rogar, with his short sword. And here we are. Oh, look at that.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Can you do 5 damage?
Is that what you want me to do? All right, let's see.
5's all
Look
I
at
got.
that. That was on a crit, only doing 3 hit points of damage.
Well, I'm almost dead.
Wow.
That's their turn, which makes it Zaldini, the wizard.
Zaldini will go and jump up onto the altar as well.
Yeah.
And shoot a magic missile at the one in front.
Which one? Sorry, the one right in front of you.
Relina. Yeah.
Okay.
This guy. I don't know if I can highlight him. So I have to go, D20 plus 4 with advantage, so 2 of these. So 13, so that hits.
Yes, it does.
And it says to damage one creature in far, so can I not hit that guy?
In far. Yeah, I would say you could hit
The far
you
one?
could hit the one in front of Rogar, but not the one right in front of you.
Okay, well, in that case, I'll hit the one in front of Rogar.
Okay.
So it's 1d4. Three.
Got it. So, yeah, magic missile streaks across the room, just narrowly missing the sword held aloft by the evil warrior on the dais. The statue of him smashes into the skeleton, shards of bone fly off, and that should make it Rogar's turn, unless you want to move anywhere, Zaldini. Sorry.
Zaldini's just gonna stay up on the dais, I think.
Okay, Rogar, you're up.
It's hammer time.
You guys have remember, you guys all have a
sorry.
luck point. You guys all have a luck point.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely use it. It's
Okay.
So I'll roll this one.
There you go.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
5 bludgeoning.
Right. Oh,
Nice.
He's still up, smashing this guy though. Let's see. Yeah.
This is like fucking Oblivion skeletons. Really tough.
And that takes us back to Relina, unless you want to move or anything like that, Rogar.
You said there was no opportunity attacks.
Yeah, you can just move. There's no opportunity stuff.
I'm just gonna have him run over there, and then turn spin on his heel and be ready to fight again.
Nice. That will bring us to Relina, the thief.
Okay, so I will just stab or shoot. If I can fire the crossbow, I'm not sure whether I can if it's too close.
I don't think you can, frankly. Crossbow.
Okay. I'll
Range
just,
far. Yeah.
I'll just try and stab it.
Okay.
So it's a D20. Just trying to roll a dice, and it's not really. You wouldn't think it was that hard, given I've just done it 30 seconds ago. Here we go. Roll.
Oh, you need that. Hit.
And a D4 damage. And here we go. 3.
Slam this dagger into the skeleton that's grasping for you as you're up on this evil altar. Skeletons are being kicked. There's a there's a other skeleton on the ground from the ancient sacrifice, and it's still alive, that skeleton. Making it Zaldini's turn, unless Relina, you have anything else you want to do. A move, basically. Andy?
Is he going to get a beer?
Maybe so. Something like this. We'll assume he's still there. Make it your turn, Zaldini.
Okay.
Yeah.
This time, Zaldini. Oh.
So sorry, I was just going to make some half-assed comment about beer, but that we've moved on.
Would I have enough movement to move all the way across the room from where I am?
Yeah, sure. Because the room is, how big is the room? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. The room is about 30 feet across, so, right?
Okay.
And so
would
you can move across the room and do an action, if you wanted to.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go in between these fellas at the top of the dais and shudder when I get next to this awful statue that poked my eye.
I should say, I'm sorry, let me interrupt you, Zaldini. You can, in Shadowdark, like in 5e, you can break up movement, right?
Yeah,
so you could kind of move to attack that skeleton and then continue moving if you wanted to. If that's what your plan is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna stand in between these two, so I'm close to both of them, but Relina's not in my burning zone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
Gonna do a little dance while I do it. Rub my hands together with glee until they get fiery and sparky, and then go hi-ya! And slam the ground with my hands, and then little flames dance across and hit the skeletons. Hopefully, let's see.
Sweet.
Okay.
Oh, you have to roll, right? You have to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use my luck point.
You may. There you go.
And it's a hit.
Yeah, that is.
So then, what was it? It was 1d6. So.
Oh.
one each.
Fuck! You needed more than that. Let me tell you.
I know. That would have been so cool.
They're both still up, though.
Okay. And then I'll keep running to across the room over here.
Okay. Oh, you both. You really fucking needed that. I should say, Zaldini, after casting those burning hands, you notice, holy shit, this torch is going to go out. It's been an hour of real life time. So I'm going to suggest on your next turn, you're going to have to light a new torch, or somebody's going to have to light a torch quickly.
Okay.
But Rogar, your turn.
Rogar's gonna. Can you tell which one of these skeletons is damaged worse?
They're both equally on second death's door.
Okay. He will step to this guy then, and he's just going to try and bring the hammer down.
Bring it down.
12 to hit.
That's a miss.
Ah, fuck. Okay. He will say as much and go, piss. Come on, Getty, help me better than that. And then he'll step back and just start muttering under his breath some prayers to Getty to lay protection on us all.
Rolina, your turn. Rolina / Andy. Andy. Oh, he's just rolling anyways. Can't hear you, Andy, if you're speaking. But that was
11.
All up. Do you have any modifiers?
I've got. I guess is it strength for a hand weapon, or can I use dex?
Yes. Yeah.
No, the strength.
What's the weapon? What's the weapon?
It's a dagger.
Okay, daggers are. Oh no, there's melee or ranged. So if you're using a melee, it's strength.
Okay. Well, can I throw it at it?
At the other guy, the guy over far away from you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. So so if I use the same roll, 14 then.
Okay, that hits the guy over here.
Okay, so it's a D4. Here we go. 4.
There you go, and that skeleton crumbles to the ground.
And then I'm gonna try and do a leap over the skeleton, forward roll, tumble, and run all the way across to the target because that's the only one I've got. Didn't really think we did that.
All right, that's good. It's their skeleton's turn. That skeleton right there. He's literally teetering on like his calcaneus, which is your heel bone. He spins around. There again in Shadowdark there are another mechanic that is used more than 5e is there are morale checks, and when monsters when they lose half their hit points or when half their number are gone, they need to make morale checks or they try to run away. Skeletons, though, one of their undeads in general, undead don't make morale checks. So they're immune. Just so you know. So other monsters, if you beat them enough, you can expect they might flee in general, but not undead. Undead don't do that. So let's see. I'm just gonna go around the horn, and this skeleton goes over to you, Zaldini. He's looking at the torch. He wants the torch to go out. So he raises his sword and misses. Lucky fucking you.
Yeah, fucking you, Rick.
Seriously.
I do a little dancey dodge and say, no, stay away, don't touch.
That was the end of the game right there if he had hit, perhaps. But that makes it your turn, Zaldini. And your torch is going to go out, so something's got to happen.
Okay, Zaldini will... I assume, is it a torch that I can relight, or do I have other torch bits?
Do you have another torch in your...
I've got flint and steel, and I've got oil flask, so I'm just going to relight... I'm just going to use my action to reset the torch, like add some more oil to the and material to the top, and then light it.
Okay.
To keep everyone in the light, and then I'm going to go...
Okay. All right. We'll let you do that. And that makes it your turn, Rogar.
Roga is going to say, I'm not yet ready to join the feast, so eat my ass, skeleton.
That's a hit on the die. Yeah.
Nice.
And it's 5 bludgeoning.
And that skeleton too crumbles to the ground.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm going to because Samwise is so well playing the dedicated priest with his mutterings and his prayers to Gidi. Sam, you get another luck point.
Yeah.
And is it Gidi? Is that the right way to say it?
That's the way I pronounce it. Yeah. So in the Shadowdark world, if you guys don't know, there's only like 7 or 6 or 7 deities, and there's like, you know, a neutral deity, a couple of chaotic deities, a couple of lawful deities.
There's more chaotic than anything
Is
from
it?
the list I saw.
I could look it up.
I've got Ramlot. Who's that?
Yeah. Okay. Here we are. Ramlot. Ramlot is the pillager, the barbaric, the horde. Many orcs worship him and live by the blood rite, a prophecy that says only the strongest will survive a coming doom. That is Ramlot.
That's why I was splashing in some bloods.
Yeah, fair enough.
You might have. The other chaotic deity is, well, there's 2 more, as Sam said. There's Memnon. Memnon was the first manifestation of chaos. He is Madeira's twin, a red-maned leonine being whose ultimate ambition is to rend the cosmic laws of the Covenant from his sister's skin.
Wow.
And the other chaotic deity is Shun the Vile. Shun whispers arcane secrets to sorcerers and witches who call to her in the dark hours. She schemes to displace Ord, that's one of the neutral gods, so she can control the vast flow of magic herself. But, anyway.
Can I have that as my deity instead?
Sure. Shun. Sure, you can be Shun. Or have Shun as your deity.
Thanks.
Right,
Because I'm too squishy to have Ramlight. I'm like, I can't do what Ramlight wants, to be quite honest with you. So.
Can't be the strong to survive if you're...
Yeah. I'm just
Exactly.
a squishy boy who does some little magics.
I liked Gidi because of the fact that she's very calm and normal until she gets wound up, and then she's a raging storm. I was like, that's pretty cool. That means I can just impel him, and then if he gets mad, he's going to go crazy with the hammer.
rightio.
They're going to say, like, MC Hammer, they're going to say, please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
Indeed.
Do any of you guys have any...
Just gonna have
None of you have any healing potions, do you?
No.
I assume not.
Yeah.
Oh,
look up.
No.
But do you have as a cleric, as a priest, do you have a heal spell, Sam?
I've lost them. I have to find my page again with my spells.
Okay. This class.
I feel like I should.
You have 2
But
tier 1 spells at first level.
Yeah. Which means that if I do have a heal spell and I pass the checks, I can cast it a few times.
Yes. Let me look at. Let me look up the spells here. So your spells are you don't know what your spells are, or?
I had a list that I've now lost conveniently, where it gave me a base list of spells that a priest would have.
Yeah.
And so it was a bunch of things, but I've got that quick start sheet open, and there's like 60 odd pages I'm looking through now.
Yeah, seriously,
So
I know. Well, there is a cure wound spell. Your touch restores ebbing life. Roll a number of d6s equal to 1 plus half your level. Okay, so yeah.
I'll count that as my other spell, cure wounds and turn undead.
Okay. Well, no, turn undead's not a spell. You just have that. So you have cure wounds and another tier 1 spell. Which, yeah, I mean, look up here. Spells. What would you maybe leak?
Holy weapon, light, protection from evil, shield of faith.
Okay.
Um,
Any of those? Tier 1 spell.
I guess Holy Weapon would be pretty dope.
Yeah. Bring down the hammer.
But I will cast Cure Wounds, or at least attempt to.
Yeah.
Because I am like a bee stick away from being dead. So
A bee stick.
Yeah. Cure wounds, holy weapon, light, pressure will shield of faith, turn dead. Okay.
That's not a common phrase where we came from. It was usually a Nat's Todger was the ultimate.
Nat's Todger. Are you casting Cure Wounds upon yourself,
I
Seeker
failed.
Rogar?
Yeah, I
You failed?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I did give you
Use
another
your
luck
luck
point.
point.
Would you like to use it?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I am going to use it.
There you go.
There we go. 17. So
Now it's
is
a
it
D6.
a D6?
Yeah.
4. Okay. I'll take that.
Right. Yes, you're all in the vaulted chamber with the statue above, and you have the stairs leading. The stairs you descended to enter this room, and then 2 more sets of stairs that ascend here and here, which go out of the room.
Was there anything underneath the altar? Any little treasures?
Nope.
Okay. Cool.
And the skeletons had short swords, but they were just the classic nude skeleton otherwise.
Yep. Well, they had chainmail. They were wearing chainmail.
Ooh.
Okay. Can I put on the chainmail?
Sure. You don't have it. You don't have it on.
Well, I it was quite expensive, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I was hesitant to just start slapping stuff on me, so I will take it though. That'll make my AC not 9 anymore.
I'll tell you, if you wear the chainmail, your AC is 13 plus your Dex modifier, but you have disadvantage on stealth and swimming.
That's fine.
Okay. So 13 plus Dex modifier. That's
your
with those chainmail. That's your AC.
So my AC is now 11.
Okay. Yes,
Why
that
do you
is.
have a lower AC than me?
Because I have a 6 for Dex.
Oh, okay.
Don't stand too close.
Yeah. Hey, Rowlena, do you want to grab the other chainmail? Or does that not work as a thief, I guess?
My AC is 14 at the moment.
Okay.
And I've got leather armor. I assume if I put the chainmail on, sorry, you just said, Ethan, you get disadvantage.
Stealth. Yeah.
So maybe I'll just stick with the leather armor.
Mm-hmm.
What about for a goblin? Is it a misfitted piece of armor so I couldn't wear it?
I don't know. Let me look real fast. But it might also be because you're a wizard, right?
No, exactly. I'm not sure what the rules are there.
Oh, yeah, no. You can wear no armor as a wizard. Wizard class, no armor.
Cool. Can I grab the short sword though?
Yes, certainly.
Cool. Do you know what the thingy is for that?
Yeah, sorry. A short sword is it's just a damage of D6, and it's a melee weapon, and you use it in close range. So 5 feet essentially, right in front of his grill.
And I get my dex for the to hit, I assume, because that's what I get with my dagger. It's just dagger +2 in brackets near 1d4. So I assume it's the same for a short sword.
I don't think so.
No.
No. Yeah, it would be strength, I believe. I don't have it.
Oh.
I'm just looking.
That makes sense.
Did either of you guys get hurt in that fight?
No.
No.
Okay.
Which is good, because I'm 3 hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'll take it anyway, just in case. So that's a strength one, so it'll be -1 to hit.
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
I'll grab the other short sword if that's okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna do the usual engraving into a suitable bone to leave the initials.
So RAL on their skulls.
Yeah, RAL was here. It's all part of the franchise. You know, we're obliged to do that.
It's
so Deanie's gonna crush one of the other skulls with his little goblin boot.
Okay. Stomp on it.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
Rogar's just going to kneel down and do a quick prayer to try and ease their pass into the next life.
While we're like crushing and carving on the bones.
You turn around and Zeldini's actually taking a piss on one of them. Oh, sorry.
I think
So he's on everything.
more wrapped up in the casting of the spell than realizing what's going on. He's down with the hammer on the ground and he's muttering in a very dramatic and passionate way.
the darkness and the evil of this place is just, it's weighing upon your minds with, the statue, this winged helm statue of evil, looming over you. The Dretch you encountered earlier, the black scarred, the black boned skeletons wandering, and the signs you see around of things like pact and penance and sacrifice and a note that says I'm so sorry. It's all, there's something bad happened here. This is kind of like when you walk into a haunted house and you feel that this is the memories of evil are just lingering here and infusing all the stones around you. But that said, where'd you like to go?
Well, Rogar knew that he turned them so they moved in the direction away from where we were, and then they came down this top aisle. So we know at least that goes behind the cage.
Yeah,
To the
they come here.
chest.
Yeah, so maybe we go up that way. Seems relatively
Eldini agree.
Okay, we'll go with Zaldini. You're carrying a torch still,
Yeah.
so we'll go with.
I guess that works for everyone.
Rogar will give you one of his torches, just to carry in case that one runs out again.
Yeah, you should do that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, how does that work, Ethan? Because when I did it, I was just relighting the same stick of wood.
Yeah, I
just
think
wrapped.
I kind of, because we're all new at this, I kind of gave that to you.
But I do have oil flask and flint and steel, so I have the
But when a torch is done, it's done. Like you use up a torch and it's you can't relight it. Still having oil and flint and steel would be good in case you maybe need to light something else. Whatever, as long as you can create light, you're good.
So this time what I did was use one of my oil flasks, which I have 2 of, and I used my flint and steel, and I also ripped off a bit of my little shirt and wrapped it over the top to make a new little top for the torch I have. So that'll be that one, and then now I've only got 1 oil flask left, and I've just been given an extra torch by Rogar.
Yep.
I guess so. When this one runs out,
The Seeker.
huh? Yeah. Seeker.
Well, I'm gonna move you the torch with you right now, and I'll just note that Relina's right on the edge of the light, but you want to go up into there more? Okay. Yes. Okay. So we'll start. So Zaldini, you're moving up the stairs.
Yeah. Yep. Sure I am. I'm following Rogar very. Oh.
No.
I know. I'm gonna light. Sorry. Just come on up.
Bend down to tie your laces, and what happens?
Sorry. I'll move you up. There you are. I just wanted to kind of position the light so that you can see the room you're going up into, but not everything else, right? I know this is kind of a ham-a-jam kind of system I've got here, but anyways, works for today. So if you're there at the stairs, let me describe. Again, you can see actually right where the torch is on top of that. There's black candles upon and they're burning, and that's a bloody altar. And they're, again, you can see it's across the room, there's some iron bars going across the room, which kind of separate it into two sections. And there's a door on that right side of those, kind of a cage door, you know what I mean? And so there's an altar covered in blood with black candles upon it. And you can see from your vantage point there even that carved in the altar is the phrase of sacrifice. A skeleton lies next to the altar, and there's a jeweled dagger and a gold crown next to the skeleton, as if they have fallen off what was once a living person.
Oh, easy pickings.
And there's door. You see, there's 3 doors exiting the room too. Besides the door, the cage door in the. So we'll go with Zaldini. You're walking the room for your turn there. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll ask Rogar what you're gonna do.
Are these dotted marks? Are they like bars?
Yes, that's the bars across the room, which separated. So the bars here across the room, separated into 2 sections. This is a cage door, a bar, a door of bars, and there's a normal door here, and a normal door here, and a normal door down here.
And okay, he will. He's just gonna go to here, and ready up to fight again.
Okay.
He's not dexterous or tricky or all that helpful in any sort of like any sort of skilled way. So he's just gonna stand and hold a hammer, hopefully gonna kill someone if they come for us.
Right. I'll go to Relina at the kind of top of the round order.
Okay. So over on that side of the room where the bars are running across, is that a door or is that?
It is a door. It's a cage. It's like a jail. Like imagine this is a jail cell. It's a jail cell door kind of thing.
And so I'm just going to see if the door is unlocked.
It is a locked iron bar door. Yeah.
I'm going to try and pick the lock.
Okay.
Then if it's locked.
You may, for your action, do that. Yeah. So it's a dex check for you, and whatever your bonuses are to that.
Yeah. Just have a quick check. So I get advantage on that, I think, and it's +3. So let's go back to that. So the first one, first roll 6, and the second roll.
You want to do better than that?
A 1.
And no. You move your tools inside the open, the keyhole, and something got jammed. You're not able to open it.
Okay. Cool. Well, I guess that's.
So that was Raldini. Relina, now Zaldini. Gosh, it's always Italians.
Zucchini, baby.
Zucchini, yeah.
Can Zaldini attempt to burn the door open?
No, it's iron bars.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You could just try to bash the shit out of it. Anyone could. That's gonna be noisy as well, but.
Zaldini's not good at that.
Okay.
Can Zaldini slip through the bars with a slight frame?
No, they're too close together.
Okay, cool.
I like it.
Well, Zaldini will say only other way is down and go here.
Rogar, what do you want to do?
The way that the door looks, would it be possible for me to use the crowbar that I have to try and more quietly open it rather than bashing it with the hammer?
Absolutely. If you want to use a crowbar, go for it, and I'll even give you advantage. So you can kind of like,
like
wedge
wedge it open rather than bash it open.
Yeah. So go ahead, and it's a hard check. So in Shadowdark, there's kind of basically 3 levels of checks: easy DC 9, normal DC 12, hard DC 15, and extreme DC 18. That's just the system they use. So, but this is a hard check, so a DC 15, but advantage on the die.
And is it strength?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so here it comes.
Yeah, easy.
23.
Yeah, you're able to, and it's not very noisy at all. So you're able to snap that thing, and now it's just swinging free.
Oh, Saldini's very impressed.
And he's gonna just like quietly smile to himself that he's very proud that he busted it open. Just like roll his shoulders for a second and then put the crowbar away and bring the hammer out. Like under his breath, just like suck yeah.
Very strong seeker, very strong. Saldini, go through. Wait, is it Raylene first?
So yes, again, like I described, you have there's some black candles which are currently burning, black candles on that altar, and they're lit. The altar's covered in blood, dried blood. Again, there's the words carved, the words of sacrifice are carved into the altar. And there's a skeleton next to the altar, an ancient skeleton, and next to the skeleton is a jeweled crown. A golden crown and a jeweled dagger.
Easy.
Is it Raylena?
Is it what? I'm sorry?
Is it Raylena's turn?
Zaldini, you said you went in there, so...
Oh, yeah, no, I did, but then I thought that I pushed in, so I will.
No, you're right. The turn system, I forget to. But it is Raylena. It's Raylena.
Ral to her friends.
Okay, yeah.
So Raylena to us.
Well, she's got a choice of all those different colours. That's a big part of the day. So she will. It looks too good to be true. Even on the holiday brochures, it didn't look this good. So we're gonna look around and kind of check for traps, whether tripwires or.
And where are you doing this? Right.
So I'm gonna kind of cautiously move forward towards the altar.
Okay. And then
check
scan the area for.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a wisdom check for me, please.
Oh dear. Wisdom -1. Obviously not that wise because I thought it was a good idea to go and do it. Here we go. Oh, it's a 0.
Yeah.
No.
As you walk
guys? Can you hear me?
As you walk up quietly, crouch down looking for tripwires, you actually stumble and you fall into the skeleton, kind of smash the skeleton to pieces and like fall onto it as if as if you're trying to hump it.
I meant to do that.
Exactly. So there you are, Raylena, but we'll go to Zaldini.
Saldini will cackle quietly to himself because he found that very funny. And he
Indeed.
Go up to the door and he will stand in the doorway and just scan the area ahead of him, like, just to see if he can see any traps or weird.
You can make a wisdom check too, but.
Yeah, I'll try. Oh, that's a dirty one.
So you thought it was a good idea as well? I knew it was the right thing to do.
You're laughing at Raylena too much. You're like trying not to laugh out loud because you're in a place that you can die. But so the tears in your eyes from trying to hold back that laughter make it so you really can't see much.
Exactly.
Okay. And Rogar, it's your turn.
And so, what were they? What were everyone looking at when they were looking into the room that they've all tripped over?
No, Raylena just tripped over her own feet and fell into the skeleton, and Zaldini just didn't see anything at all, and so she just walked into the room.
I think I was crying with laughter too much.
He or she, yeah.
So Brogar's just gonna see if he can see. Now that they've moved into the room, he wants to see if them disturbing anything has let him see signs of like some sort of trap on these chests. Because
Sure.
chests out in the opener.
No, they're not chests. They're just like those are just candles. I know they're like squares, but they're.
Okay, right. So he'll just He'll just do a look out to see if there's any like sign that there's some sort of trigger mechanism for like something to fall down or
Yeah.
And so he'll just have a quick look in through the room.
Yeah. You can make a wisdom check for me.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, you're not moving, but I want to say, like, yeah, you stumbled. As you kind of crane your neck around the bars, you actually cut your hand on like a rusty nail and you stumble and you hit Zaldini and you push him and he falls onto Ralini, and now they're both rolling around in the skeleton.
Zaldini is like really trying not to laugh out loud at this point. He's like like wheezing and like tears rolling down his cheeks.
Full on chaos.
All in good fun.
Rogar's got a big grin on. This is absolutely ridiculous.
It is.
Everyone is performing so terribly.
It is. You guys, this is oh fuck, I'm trying to think the three. This is seriously the Three Stooges version of D&D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luckily, Getty's one of her domains is mirth, which is like humor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's not afraid to enjoy himself in a ridiculous situation like this because holy shit, are we bad at doing this?
It is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Yes.
The Three Stooges: Zal, Ral, and Rog.
That was Rogar. Ralina, you're all stumbled into this past these iron bars a bit. Rogar's right there in the doorway. Ralina, what would you like to do? Mr. Purcell?
Mr. Purcell.
Mute again.
Yeah.
Spit out the dirt that was obviously in my mouth, so nobody could hear me. Stand up, which I've not got so high to get to, and I'm gonna do another check just to see if there's anything that's a potential trap around the goodies that are on the altar, which seem to be too good to be true. So
on the altar are just two burning black candles, yes, and the skeleton is kind of like leaned up against the altar, and next to the carving of the words of sacrifice, and next to the skeleton there is the gold crown and the jeweled dagger. So, given that information, what are you doing, Ralina?
I'm just going to have a look and see if... Oh, okay, I've got a grappling hook and rope, so I'm going to step back a bit and then try and use the grappling hook to pull the bits and pieces off of the altar.
Okay, it's just those two candles. Okay.
Right.
You're able to easily take the grappling hook, like reach out like a pair of tongs or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you're able to pull the candle off, and it just kind of the candle hits the ground and sputters out. That's all.
Yeah.
Zaldini, what would you like to do?
Did you throw that grappling hook at the crown and stuff, or just at the torch?
No, I interpreted Ralini kind of used the grappling hook like a pair of tongs and just pushed the candle over, and it fell to the ground.
Oh. Okay.
So next time round, I'll go for the goodies.
They're just on the ground. They're on the ground next to the skeleton. It looks like the skeleton, probably the human, was, the crown probably was on the skeleton when it was alive, as was the jeweled dagger. Oh yeah, they're not on the altar, so to speak.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm just gonna have to disappear for like 5 or so minutes. If anything happens, just consider Rogar just like holding up his hammer ready to attack if that is a scenario that might happen.
Do you want to take a 5-minute break and like go to the toilet, that kind of stuff? All of us, I mean?
Yeah, alright, that'll be good. I just
Okay.
gotta, yeah, I'm just getting out of the house now, so I've got to shut everything off for a minute.
Understand. I'll come back in about 5
I'll be
minutes,
back
alright?
in.
Cheers,
Yeah,
folks.
sweet. All right, see you soon.
Okay, cool. And yeah, we'll take a break from the stream even. We will pause. Okay, yeah, this is what we're playing on. Oh, one of our guys left.
Oh, there's nobody there. Nobody there.
I'm here. I'm Yeah, I mean this system's pretty well, it's just yeah, it's obviously meant to be played in kind of like you're not going to do a long running campaign in Shadowdark. You know, you do it. You do little adventures, and It's meant to be kind of like, and this is like I said, I've played it 3 or 4 times. But this isn't my first time DMing it, and so I don't really have the rules totally down in my head, obviously, but kind of make it up as we go along.
Oh well, so far so good. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So how does the not that the leveling up is going to occur, but presumably they've got a leveling up style of thing.
They do, and it's kind of like XPs are just really low. It's more for treasure and not for monsters. And so at first level you have 0 XP. Basically you need 10 times the level number to level up. So you need 10 XP to get to level 2, and then you need, I think, 20 XP or whatever. So, and to give you an example, just an idea, let's say, let me look at what am I was looking, like you might get I don't know, for the treasure you acquire, like maybe you get like maybe 2 or 3 XPs for a treasure you acquire. When I played, I'm trying to find the XP table. When I played, I leveled up once, I think. Did I level up? I can't remember if I leveled up or not. Playing with these guys online. But yeah, so really slow leveling. Everything is slow and deadly. You just, yeah.
Good.
Oh no, here we go. So leveling up. Experience points. XP awards are based on the quality of the treasure and the boons you get during a session. So you might get a boon, something might happen. Page 117. Let's see. Yeah, so like if you get, it just has XP for treasure quality. Each group should get about 10 times every time. Sources of XP: golden gems, oaths, secrets, and blessings. So it's really up to the DM. For good value treasure that's useful, maybe you get 1 XP point. For incredible treasure, it's like prized and well guarded, maybe you get 3 XPs. And you don't divide that, so each surviving PC gets the full value of XP. Like this one, there is some there's some legendary kind of magic items in this little dungeon here, and so I suspect that'd be like a 10 XPs. Yeah, and so if you find that and survive, you go up a level, I guess.
Sweet.
But we could do, when we have an off, if you guys want, when we have an off weekend or whatever, we could do something like this.
That
so
sounds good.
Yeah.
Can
I decided to
just
go.
have a quick turn of just grabbing the crown?
What'd you say, Alex?
Can Zaldini have his turn of just grabbing the crown?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to? Should we? I guess Sam. So Sam is like now sitting in his car while his house is being. So is Sam? Are they selling his house?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Did you say, is he selling his house?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said on Discord.
Oh, okay, I must have missed that. I just didn't see it or something like that.
Yeah.
There's Sam.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Made him back in the room. It's Mr. Sam. Oh, I did get it back there, right? There you go. Okay. Samuel. Oh, there you are.
Sam!
Hello. I am in my car.
I can see that. It's pretty funny.
Yay!
Mobile D&D. Don't D&D and drive.
Dedication, man.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
As he disappears.
All right, what did I miss?
No, we just
Nothing, we're
got
just
back.
starting.
I'm actually going to Urban Out Brewery after this to meet some friends, so I'm gonna go from here to hamburgers and beer. So nothing but
Nice.
up and up. Yeah. No, we just came back, and so let's just kind of do top of the round, and so like you said, so I'll just begin with Ralina, and then Ralina, you can go, and then we'll do Zaldini, and then Rogar.
So Zaldini had picked up the bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
was that allowed?
I'm sorry.
was
What did
about
you say?
to-
So there was a what was it? There was a crown and there was a dagger. Was there?
And a dagger.
Yeah, sure. So Zaldini, you can, if you want. What did you say you want to do? We'll start with Zaldini. What do you want to do,
Zaldini
Zaldini?
wanted to grab the crown and put it on his head and dance around pretending to be a king.
Okay. The reason I do things in order, is only because I'm keeping track of rounds and I'm rolling random encounters every many rounds. So that's the only way I was really keeping track of that.
I think it was my turn in the round. So Relina
Sure.
had just gone, and it
Okay.
was Zaldini's turn, so it's still in that round.
That's all good. So Zaldini, you pick up the crown. I like it, you little goblin. Pick up the golden crown and put it on your head, and dance around. And you're supremely satisfied with yourself.
Yeah, sure am.
Fuck yeah. Do you want to move anywhere?
I will move to here.
So Rogar.
Rogar will. Can he listen out to see if he can hear anything coming, like any more skeletons or?
Sure. Where do you want to go to? Do you want to do that from your current position or go somewhere? Or I can move you if you can't move easily.
Yeah, I can't touch the app at all. Unfortunately. So if you can just maybe move me towards one of the other doors.
Okay, left or right?
Right.
Okay, next to Relina, let's put you there. Okay.
Yeah, and you can just listen out. My
I'll roll
wisdom
for
is
you.
+3.
Okay. Here we go. You rolled a 9 all up with that modifier, and no, you don't hear anything. Just the silence, the evil the evil oppressing silence of this dungeon.
And then he'll maybe just he'll put his shoulder to the door to try and somewhat barricade it with his body, just while the other two are dicking around. He'll
Exactly.
try and make some backup decisions.
Okay.
But otherwise, that'll be him. He'll just put his shoulder to it while he's holding the hammer. He's not if that affects how he's holding it, he's not going to put the hammer down.
Sure. No, that's fine. I understand.
So, but otherwise, that'll be him.
Okay. Relina, what do you want to do?
Next to that door there, just what's the construction? Excuse me, construction on the door. Is it a solid door?
Yes, it is. It's not a kind of barred doors like the other ones are. I'm looking if any other information I can give you. No, they're the doors are just it's a normal kind of wooden dungeon door with metal fittings.
I'm gonna try and open the door as quietly as I can.
Okay, it is locked.
Okay, I'll try and pick the lock.
Okay, go ahead.
This +3 twice, so the first one 12, and then the second one 13.
13, let me see. Yes, you with that 13, you're able to open that. You're able to click. You can hear that. You slide your tools in. You click. You can hear the mechanism move, and you know that you could open this door now if you chose to.
Cool. I'm just gonna kind of stop there and say to the folks, I've unlocked the door.
Zaldini, what do you want to do?
Zaldini will say, does Rel want this pretty dagger before I take it? The one that's on the altar?
Oh, that would, that would add to the collection. Why not?
And so I'll chuck it to you, hilt towards you.
I was going to say, I'm going to make you roll.
Right in my eyes. Oh, no.
I'll push it across the altar so it's, closer to you.
Cool.
It is a jeweled dagger with an emerald in its pommel. It looks to be worth a very tidy sum.
Oh, I've got the other one of this. A matching pair. It'll be worth so much. Wow, this is great.
Perfect. Zaldini's happy with his crown, and he looks pretty now. So
You
and he
do.
just moved up to behind you guys.
You're
ready to
in
go
a
through the
conga
door?
line there.
Yeah. I assume we're going through this door.
It's I'll make it Rogar's turn. So Rogar, if your turn, do you want to open the door?
Yeah, he'll open it, and if there's anything there, he'll swing at it. But otherwise, he'll move to the range of his vision,
Okay. Well,
and then get ready to swing on something.
Okay, the door's open, and so then Zaldini's light kind of goes down the corridor like that, and you can see, you can't see Sam, but, or maybe you can, Zaldini, you can all see that this passageway slopes up, as it says on the map, and turns to the right. That's what you can see.
Yeah,
And-
he'll move up as far as the light will let him.
Okay,
and then
okay, sorry, I forgot that. Yeah, so he moved.
Yeah.
So you can actually see around you see around the corner, and just barely around the corner though, and you can't see into the room up there, but yeah, it looks like no, you really can't see much from your current position. Your colleagues have to come up behind you, bringing the light.
I will
And that would make it is Rolina's turn,
Yeah.
the thief.
Okay, so Rolina's gonna gather up the bits and pieces, including the dagger, and then as quietly as she can sneak forward and poke her head around the corner.
Okay. Say, hey, Dirty Dwarf is here. Zaldini, your turn.
Okay, Zaldini will head up.
You can move up
behind
there
you
as well?
guys.
Okay, I'll bring out your light source around like that, then. Which allows you to see into that room. We are doing I'm just telling someone on chat, we are doing some online game today just because some players missing and testing out some Shadowdark that we're all totally new at. But it's fun. So as you turn that corner, like you're all bunched up there on the corner, I can imagine you guys all like, one over the other, like your shoulders. So
Three stooges?
Zaldini's in the bottom, and then Relina's on top of him, and then Rogar's kind of like standing up behind you all, just looking down into this room. And what can you see in that room? Let me get to my other map here. Let me kind of move this down for you. So, there's a walkway that goes across this chamber, and the walkway overlooks a pool 10 feet below the walkway, and the pool is filled with dark, ominous waters as still as glass. And in the middle of that walkway, it kind of widens out, as you can see, there are 3 pedestals stand at one side of the walkway. Yes, 3 pedestals stand on one side of the walkway, and there's a curious looking jar on the other side, standing on the ground.
How big is the jar? How big is your jar?
The jar, it's kind of like
Like a
I really want
canopic jar?
that's exactly what I was. Yeah, I was gonna say canopic jar. So it's not like a jam jar. It's a jar which could hold a football or something like that.
Or an organ.
I've only got a piano.
What'd you say?
Alex said it could hold an organ, and I said I've only got a piano.
God, you're taking over for Chris Grubb. Anyways. Okay, so that's you. Zaldini came up behind like that. You can see more into the room, and Rogar, it's your turn.
How wide is the bridge? Like the walkway? Sorry.
Each of those little squares is kind of 5 feet or so. The walkway is 5 feet, and it expands out to maybe 10 feet, right?
Okay.
My grid's not really aligned very well, but that is the case.
he's going to say that we should probably approach this bridge like lightest to heaviest, because we don't know how.
So you push Zaldini in front.
Yeah, well, he's like, I'm happy to go first, but I also probably weigh more than the two of you put together. So, if you want me to go first, I will. And then if you do want that, he will stride as far across the bridge as he can.
Zaldini's not courageous. Zaldini thinks Rogar should go.
Not even with that crown you're wearing?
Oh, well, since you say that.
No, I'm just
He
kidding.
looks a bit more self-important, and he'll like sort of step forward a little bit.
Right, Zaldini. Step forward if you like.
Rogar will just say, find another way across if I fall in the water. And then he'll stride across.
Okay, you can move as much to the edge of the light if you'd like, easily enough, and then if Zaldini comes forward with the light more, then...
Yeah.
I'll move you that. I can do that for you, yes.
Yeah, sweet. And then that'll be me.
So I'll move Rogar I'm putting you kind of in the middle of the bridge in that wide area. Is that all right?
Yes, sweet as far as I can go in the middle as much as possible. Okay, but otherwise, it's fine.
You're there. That brings it up to Relina, the thief.
Relina, heading forward and going towards that suspicious jar.
Okay.
When's a jar not a jar? When it's a trap, let's go for it.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Checking for traps by falling over and pounding my fist on the ground.
Trying to set one off. So as I'll say, so you come to that look at that jar. I will say that the curious-looking jar, the words "of spell" are carved into the jar.
Ooh.
And with that, I'll say it's Zaldini's turn.
Okay, I will move up behind my compatriots, but sort of here-ish.
Okay, so I'll put the light here like that. So the light. So now the whole room is. You can see the whole room now.
And I'm going to keep an eye behind us as well, including on these little flanks.
Okay. So yeah, you have these pedestals, and to one side the jar, on the other side, which has the words "of spell" carved into it. And that was Zaldini moved up. Anything else you'd like to do, Zaldini?
He's gonna kick a pebble into the water.
Okay, you said peer into the water?
Kick a pebble into the water.
Okay. Make a wisdom check, please.
Uh, 18.
Just in doing so, the water ripples out from your pebble, but you see, you can see now in the bottom of as it kind of the waves shimmer out from where the pebble struck. The water looks to be about 3 feet deep. It's 10 feet down from the causeway, about 3 feet deep, and you can see a shield and a dagger and some glinting coin down at the base of the pool.
Okay. Zaldini will mention this to his compatriots.
And Rogar, it's
This
your
thing's in
turn.
the water. Yeah.
Oh, Sam, what do you want to do?
Don't drink the water. Don't drink the water.
If you pointed out that there's the shield and the dagger and the coins, he'll say he's got some rope. It's a weight thing. Like, he can climb down. If there's something to tie the rope off, he's strong enough to climb up and down. Or we can lower someone on a rope and he can pull them up.
And because of water? Aldini doesn't know about that.
There's I mean, the only thing it might tie the rope off on would be the pedestals, but you need to investigate them first. Right, because at first glance, it looks like the pedestals are set upon the causeway and not a part of it. So, they wouldn't be, they're not in place permanently.
Well, then he'll have a look at the altars to see if they've got the
Pedestals, yeah.
to tie something off.
No, they don't. They look. You can kind of manipulate the pedestals, and they're just that. They're like, like bird baths without the bird bath font on top. And so they're just pedestals there, and they're movable. So they wouldn't be able to tie off a rope to them and have it. Have them. They just fall. Wouldn't work. They just tip over the side into the pool.
We've found 2 daggers, and we've seen a third, and there's 3 pedestals. Rogar's of the assumption that we might need to grab all 3 of them, but whoever has the daggers should inspect them to see if they've got any words written on them to tie words of damnation, of sacrifice, of spell. Because that's what we've found so far, carved into altars and stuff. So,
well, you found of spell carved into the canopic jar.
The candle one. Oh,
the candle says
spell
of sacrifice. Did it say of sacrifice? The candle one.
Yeah.
Yes, of sacrifice.
And then the first one was words of damnation. Is that what we saw?
Gosh. No, it was something else you saw. No, it was, you just saw the words pact and penance were on those swords, right? Oh, and on the
treasure chest stuff.
Of damnation was carved into the, you're right, of damnation was carved on that altar. So of damnation, of spell, and of sacrifice you've seen so far carved in to various parts of the dungeon. And
well, maybe he'll just say, and have a much closer look at the daggers, because having 3 daggers appear with 3 pedestals is all very related in his mind, but that'll be his turn.
Okay. Relina, up to you. You're crouching down or looking at that jar.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the new dagger and just inspect it, following the priest's wise words to see if there's anything else written on the dagger itself.
Okay. Relina, go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Okay. So the wisdom is at -1, and it's d20. So here we go. Oh, 20.
Oh, look at that.
You don't call me the fastest reader in the class for nothing. In fact, you don't call me the fastest reader at all.
Yes, you have, thinking back in your time, kind of when you used to want to be an apprentice wizard, and then you realized you probably didn't have the capacity for that. You became a thief instead. You heard that this jeweled dagger reminds you of a story you heard whereby a mage to a great king was sacrificed, and this dagger reminds you of kind of the dagger you heard tale of, owned by that sacrificed mage. That's also nothing. There's nothing physical on the dagger that it doesn't say that, but you inspecting it closely, it kind of sparks in your mind that old story you heard when you were but a wee thing.
Still am.
So
and by paying it its due deference and historical significance, I'm then going to use it to try and wedge the lid off the jar.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's easy enough. You can do so. The jar. So it's the. I mean, the lid on the jar. You could, if you touch it with the dagger and kind of manipulate it, you can see it can easily you could just flick it off the top of the jar if you want to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure nothing's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
I look deep within myself and see the bottom of the puddle and do it anyway.
Okay. You so flick off the top of that jar, and you peer inside the jar, and you see in the kind of like this faint ammonia smelling liquid, you see what could only be a brain floating within it.
Aldini said organs.
Could go well with pickle.
Oh yes. Oh yes, it could.
Okay, I'm gonna put the lid back on the jar if I'm in time to do that.
So Rogar, your turn. I'm sorry, Zaldini, your turn. What a sec.
Zaldini will be looking rather hungrily at the brain before you put the lid back on, and then sort of be like, "Oh, sorry. I'm gonna join you guys up on this dais here." So there was 3 daggers on these pedestals, huh?
No. You guys, Sam was just saying you guys have encountered some daggers, and that they might be related. The pedestals are just empty.
Oh. So Dini's gonna jump onto one.
Okay. I'll have you make a dexterity check, please.
14.
That's all right. So yeah, boop! You pop up on one of those nimbly pimbly like onto one of those pedestals, and look around. You can now clearly see the entire room and its domed ceiling and the still waters, the black waters of the pool below, which are still faintly rippling from the pebble you kicked in. So Merry and Pippin like outside the gates of Moria, and yeah, there you stand, triumphant with your golden crown upon your goblin head.
Yeah.
Am I saying now it's Rogar's turn? If anything Rogar wants. Oh, Sam. Yeah, Sam.
Sorry, my phone was being annoying. He will take off the chain that he put on, and he'll lay it down beside the edge of the water, like on the up wherever it else is.
Mm-hmm.
Then he will try and maybe tie his rope to the walkway if he can.
It's really just a causeway. There's nothing really to tie it to.
Okay. And you said it was 10 feet down and then the water was maybe 3 feet deep?
Yeah.
He will lay his hammer on the side of the edge and try and use it as a grapple hook kind of thing to get a grab of the edge, and he'll lower himself down into the water.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, that's
looking at those items.
Like you can even kind of hang on a bit and then plop down. Yeah, that's no problem. Okay. You don't even need to make a check for that. So you kind of slight splash down into the water. Kind of goes up to your waist, I guess. And yes, the water's cool and you can easily see right there next to you the shield, dagger, and it looks like there is just a couple gold pieces there next to the, literally two gold pieces next to the shield and the dagger.
Well, if he can this turn grab those up, he will. Otherwise, he'll wait till next turn to do it. Depending
No, you can
on
do
how
you
much...
can do you kind of move down and yeah, you can grab those items up in your hands and then it'll be Relina's turn.
Sweet, yeah, I'll do that then, and that'll be my turn.
Relina, the thief.
Oh, okay, so I'm going to have another kind of look up and another kind of detailed look round just to see if there's any other, say, footprints or anything else written on any of the stonework. And I'm going to kind of move over here.
Okay.
And what the two kind of side bits over here and here. What's down there?
So yeah, you see. Make a perception check. I mean, wisdom check for me, please. That was 5e.
Okay. Here we go. -1. 12.
12. That's a normal check. You don't see anything. Maybe you see a scuff on the floor that looks like someone has passed through here within the, not years past, but months past, perhaps. It's hard to tell. Last week, 2 months ago. So people have been. Was it an adventurer who met glory or found their perilous fate? You don't know. So things have come through the room, but otherwise, learn nothing more about the place.
Okay. Well, I mean, to be fair, they need to get their act together and just pick their feet up because they're going to stuff their
Exactly. Shuffle along like a bunch of disaffected teens.
Have a bit of pride.
Exactly. Okay, so we'll go to Zaldini. Zaldini. Yeah.
Can Zaldini see any other things in the water on the other side that he's on? No? Okay, cool. He'll leap back down and ask Rogar if he needs a hand back up. Do you want to pass me the stuffs?
And then you do this.
Give it. Yeah.
So yeah, Rogar, Zaldini's offering to. You want to hand the stuff up to him, her. I don't know what it is.
He'll hand off the stuff and then climb up for his turn.
Okay.
My strength is +3, so if you wanted to roll that for me, I've just got to. I'll have to disappear for a second again.
Okay.
I'll give your stuff back, but you'll notice that one gold piece is not there.
You're +3, yeah, 12. So you're able to climb up. Normal check. You're able to climb up, Rogar. So now you're all back up on top there, and you have the shield, the dagger, and where there was 2 gold pieces, now only 1 gold piece remains. And exactly. And Relina, your turn there.
Yes, just going to move over here and kind of look around again.
Okay.
And then obviously she's going to have a sneak as far as she can there and just listen, see if there's anything here.
Go ahead and make a wisdom check if you're listening there.
Here we go. Not very. Quiet, guys. I'm trying to listen. Quiet.
Exactly. Indeed, you don't hear anything except, the sounds of an evil dungeon. An occasional low moan, a creak, that kind of stuff. That was Zaldini. Your turn.
I'll head up behind Relina as well to provide some more light.
Okay, I'll carry the torch like that then, so to speak, keeping Rogar on the light. So you can see it turns a corner just like the where you came from.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were at a door. Were we not at a door? Oh, sorry. I will go all the way up to here. Yeah.
No, it's not a door there. Okay.
Oh, but also keeping Rogar and obviously.
I was gonna say, in
we're
doing
going
so,
to-
okay. Rogar is just in barely in the light there. You can turn around. So you can now move around the corner if you want, Zaldini.
I don't want to because Rogar will get put in darkness.
Oh yeah, it's true. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's Rogar's turn. Shall Rogar? Sam, do you want to follow behind your comrades?
Yeah, he'll spend his turn putting his chain on and then grabbing up his hammer, and he'll just follow along. Go as far forward as he can to stay within the light.
Okay.
And then, but that'll be him.
Okay, there we are. I moved you up there in the light, and it makes it back to Relina's turn, the thief.
Yeah, so again, kind of like, not quite leapfrog, but slide down the passageway as far as she can go and try and sneak. If
Zaldini?
possible.
Oh, if you want to sneak, you can. If you want to roll a stealth check.
Yeah.
Are you wearing that chain or no?
No. So,
Okay.
and then the second dice roll.
Dex check, I mean.
So that would have been 8 plus 3 is 11.
All right,
So,
I got it.
So,
Zaldini, your turn. You gonna carry the light up?
Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue. I will. If I see the door with this light,
That's
I'll
a door.
continue.
Yep, that's a door
Yeah, I'll
there.
just continue right up to the door,
Okay.
and I'll put my ear to it.
All right. You want to take a listen then?
Yeah.
Make a wisdom check for me, please.
4.
Silence. The sound of silence is all you hear.
Eldini hears nothing.
Rogar, your turn, Sam. You guys are all in a corridor that mimics the one that led into the causeway room, and yes, it's your turn. Daniel. Sam, I am.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay. I'll move forward in as far I can to the light next to everyone, and I'll try to listen as well. Wisdom +3.
Okay. I'll roll for you.
Sweet.
You're on a 16 all up, and you do not hear anything as well. So just you would know that a 16 is passing a hard check. Well, maybe I should roll
Okay.
for
Well,
whatever.
he will. He'll say that he hasn't heard anything. He's confident, and that he will. Let's keep moving, and he'll. But actually, he'll stop and say, "Can one of you investigate that dagger I pulled up just to see if there was anything of note on that?"
Yeah,
And
sure.
then
Is that like an intelligence check? Because Zaldini's pretty knowledgeable in that regard.
Right now it's
And I'm
Relina's
done
turn.
anyway.
Yeah, that's cool.
So Arlene, it's your turn.
okay, I'm going to scuffle forward, join the widely dispersed party.
Exactly.
Excuse me, to the front. Make a hole.
Fireball. No.
I'm going to check the door, see if it is open.
It is locked.
Okay, I'll try and pick the lock.
Yep. Go ahead. Make your dex check.
There we go. With advantage, so +3, 13, and the second dice roll would be 10, so 13.
But your 13 opens the door, so again, click. You can hear the lock having been disengaged.
Okay, I'm going to just go to the back and tie my shoelaces because, would you believe, slip-on shoes and the laces have come undone.
Exactly. That makes it Zaldini's turn.
Okay. Zaldini will grab the dagger from Rogar and have a wee squiz at it.
Yeah.
Is it what is this the dagger that was in that last room?
Yes, in the water down below.
Oh,
This
yeah,
dagger
yeah,
looks. This dagger is just like a plain old dagger that you might go back and purchase from the local arms dealer in Ipswich. Yeah.
Nice.
Standard little dagger. Not like the jeweled one, of course, that you just recently acquired. Or the Valina.
Zeldini will say, may Zeldini keep this?
Speaking about yourself in the third person, I like it.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, thank you. Now I'm extra cunning, and I go, ha, like with 2 daggers.
Nice. Rogar. Samuel.
Rogar, he'll ask Relina if did she take that dagger that we first saw with the skeleton? Like, I knocked it off the pedestal with my warhammer, and then I don't remember if Andy said he picked it up.
I think so. The jewel.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
No, because the jeweled one's a separate one.
I had the jeweled
That'll
one earlier from the. I'm pretty sure.
We've found 3 daggers at this point. We inspected the jeweled one. We've inspected this most recent one, but have we inspected the first one that we picked up?
Not sure we have, to be honest. So let's give that a go.
And otherwise, he'll just stand ready to fight.
Okay.
As I get my shit back together again.
Okay. Oh, okay. No, sorry, I'm trying. Let me see. Yeah, do you mean the dagger you found in the room with the statue upon the dais with the winged helmet?
And the note with the woman that said she was so sorry of the partner.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. That is so that dagger is also kind of your plain bog standard dagger. It appears to you.
Okay, all right, no, that's all good. Otherwise, that's him for the turn. Sorry, which way are we going? I've just got the map back open again. Are we going up we going right and then up, or are we going left?
We're going left.
Yeah, you're standing in front of this door right here, and Relina just picked the lock and opened it, but you haven't moved to the door.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, that's all good. He'll open that door.
Okay.
And then step to like that. To the edge of the
light.
And
I'll do this to kind of, because the light shines in right from that door.
Yeah, and that'll be him for the round.
And so there is the light shining into the room, and just to kind of, I'll point it out right now. Yeah, there's a door over here, a door over here, and these are stairs going down, and you would just kind of instinctively think those lead back down into that vaulted chamber with the winged helm statue. Right. But otherwise, this room is totally empty, except for.
No, we're happy with totally empty. That's fine. That's all good.
Except for up from that. The stairway here emerges a giant bat comes flying up.
I'll be back in 2 seconds, sorry.
Okay. My giant bat. Wings outspread, leathery wings outspread. A giant bat flies up out of that corridor, and is that a good? I have a better token than that. I mean, these are just some tokens I have that are kind of.
Looks like a bat.
It's a wing. Anyway. Oh no, this is a better one. Giant bat flies out. And so let me give it an initiative roll. Ooh, okay, but that was Rogar. Relina, it's your turn, and you hear this whoosh, whoosh, the air swooshing sound of some winged creature flying into the room. It's your turn, Relina.
So Relina's going to move forward with a crossbow at the ready and take a shot at the bat when she sees the bat.
Okay, yeah, you can move through your colleagues and take a shot.
Yeah. So D20 and then +3, is it, if it's a dex?
Yeah, I believe so.
7, not really.
Boosh! The arrow flies past the bolt and slams into the wall. Or on a, let's see if it's going to go down that corridor. It does. It actually flies down the corridor, the stairs the bat came up. So the arrow goes down there into the darkness and clatters on the floor. You can move some more really if you want to.
Okay, I'm gonna. Is there anywhere that I could kind of run forward and hide in the room? Anything I can dive?
I mean, it's gonna the bats to swoop in there, so it would see you go. It just can see you. So
I'm gonna try and do the running, dodge, swerving, run, slide for.
Okay.
Get the home run in the corner completely pointlessly, but made me feel better for it.
Okay, there you go. Zaldini, your turn.
Right, from the doorway, Zaldini's gonna poke his head through Rogar's legs,
Okay,
and
nice.
be like, magic missile, and then shoot some magic missiles at this bat.
All right.
Or just one, I believe. Advance you cast 1d4 damage for one creature. Okay.
You have advantage on this one, right?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Too many. Hold on. Here we go. 14.
That will do it. So, yeah, your magic missile hits the bat.
Yes, and then that will be 1 damage.
Okay. So magic missile, it like blows through a hole through one of his leathery wings. Any movement you want to take?
No, I'll just say wee, and then go back behind his legs.
Okay. Narrowly missing his wedding tackle with the points of your crown.
Oh yes, exactly.
And that makes it Rogar. So Sam, you're up, and it looks like you're just returning back to the world. Give Sam a second to get shit together, as it were. Like he's re-emerging or emerging. I'll take this moment to say the dying mechanic in Shadowdark is when you get reduced to 0 hit points, you are dying, and they have what Shadowdark uses a death timer. So on the turn, when you hit 0 hit points, then you roll a d4, and that number, say 1, plus your con modifier, that is how many rounds you have until you're dead, unless someone comes to stabilize you using their action. Also, on every one of your turns while you're dying, you roll a d20, and if you roll a 20, you miraculously rise up with 1 hit point. Now, the way I played it with some other friends of mine, I think it's a good idea, is actually, so that's called the death timer. Actually, the DM rolls the death timer, so the players don't know how many rounds the character has until they're dead, right? So you can't think, okay, he's got 5 rounds till he dies, so I can spend a couple of rounds doing stuff. The DM might give some kind of clue, like, oh, he looks, his head's fucking hanging off by a thread. But anyway, so that's the die mechanic. There's no death saves. It's simply you're at 0, you're dying, and you have a certain amount of rounds until you're dead, unless someone successfully does a stabilize on you, which is a DC 15 intelligence check. Yeah.
Ooh, you guys are fun.
So that's the dying mechanic.
It's nice.
Do you think we're gonna die or something?
I just thought I'd take this. Well, I happen to be looking at it right here on my little book. But yeah. Your turn.
How high up is the bat?
Oh, you can melee the bat. The bat is like swooping it, swoop, across the ground. If you choose to, yeah.
Rogar's going to step into the room and look at the bat and say, "Oh, bat for dinner. Get even praised. We'll feast like kings." And swing the hammer
Go for it.
So it's an 11 to hit.
Ah, no, that's a miss.
That's unfortunate. Then that's me, I guess. Maybe he'll go to there.
Okay, it's the bat's turn. The bat is going to swoop upon, well, let's see, up to right, 1, 2, 3. Swoops towards you, Rogar, and attacks. So with his bat-like bite, his big teeth in his mouth, he is lunging for you, and woof, that's going to hit. 17 all up, so yeah.
Yeah, my XP's 11, so yeah, definitely.
And oh, sorry, it's D6. There's the damage, 2 points of damage.
Oh, God. No, wheel face, not you, you son of a bitch.
That's the bat's turn, and so now we're top of the order, and back to Relina, who's over there in the rubble by a door.
I'm going to fire my crossbow if I can.
Yeah. You don't want to bat stab? Sorry.
Oh, if the bat is at ground level, which I guess it is.
Yeah,
so
it's.
Yeah, no, I'll do that. So that would have been. Okay, so moves to there. And roll. The 11 was a roll.
Yeah. You have a modifier on that?
Only no, not for a hand-to-hand combat one. No, it would have been 11, which is a +0, so that would have been 11 altogether.
Okay, I'll let you. 11. I didn't mean to. 11 misses. I didn't mean to persuade you.
There, something about finesse weapons. I started reading that and then I never actually got through it. Is a dagger considered finesse so he gets his dex instead of strength?
Dagger is just a type. It's a melee or a ranged weapon. I can't remember.
Or is the finesse that it's melee or ranged?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at the gear here quickly. Weapon types. Melee weapons, strike at arm's reach. Ranged weapons, strike at distance. There's finesse. Okay, with finesse, you may use your strength or dex when attacking with this weapon. And a dagger is, doesn't say finesse. Oh, properties, dagger. No, a dagger is finesse or thrown. Sorry. So you may use your dex. Sam's right.
Oh, that's good. So that would be +3, so that's 14.
That brings it up to a hit.
Yeah. Cool.
We did it. I nickeled and dimed my way to success.
Sweet. So, does it count as a backstab or not?
Do we know what the rules are for backstab?
Yeah, it just says backstab +1 die of damage against unaware creatures. So I guess is it unaware? Probably
Give that
not.
to you. Unaware.
Okay, so the first massive D4 for a massive 2, and the second was 3, so 5 altogether.
So yeah, you stab him in the back, furry hide, and this kind of where his butt is. The bat screeches and leaves, bat blood splashing across your arena. The bat is still alive though, and now it's Zaldini's turn.
Zaldini will peek around the corner and once again shout, "Magic missile!" And then go pew pew, and it will be.
I actually really love the idea of is it using the spell name as the verbal?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's 17
he's a
hits.
simple guy, you know.
It's like an anime.
It's like
That's
what?
17 hits.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
And that will be 2 damage.
2 damage. The bat is like you've blown off one of its wings, and so it's flying in a circle because it can't right itself. So spinning around, but it's still barely alive. And
I'll put my little head back behind into the corridor, so I'm...
that makes it Rogar's turn. Seeker Rogar.
He is going to say, I said, it's bad for dinner. Oh, missed again.
And yeah, it's a miss. Swing! It misses.
Come on,
So,
Jenny.
and
What are you doing?
only because the bat is flying around in a
Help me,
circle like
please.
this.
Please, I need it.
You're gonna move Seeker or stay
that's
there?
me. He'll stay.
Okay. Berlina, you're up.
He'll stay there. The Seeker has sword.
Oh, yes. Berlina, Andy? Yeah.
So I'm going to try and attack again with the dagger.
Okay. This is not a backstab because you just attacked him, so.
Yeah. Okay. So just one dice roll, and there's this plus 3, 14.
Hit.
And the damage from the dagger is 3.
You drive this into his lower half. Blah, opens up the bat. You slice through and rip it out. Bat guts pouring out all over the floor, splattering onto
Those are the best parts. No,
Seeker Rogar as well, and the bat is the giant bat is destroyed.
Whee! Zaldini will do a little victory dance all over its little leathery wings.
I'm gonna gather
And then you're
the
gonna start
guts
eating
from-
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those bat sausages later will be fantastic.
But so from this room, and you can kind of you can see the past. There's a door over here that Relina was hiding against. There's a door here, and this is a passage, a set of stairs leading down into the vaulted chamber with the statue.
Well, Rolina's keen to go down there because she needs to pick up the crossbow bolt that she fired.
Okay. Do you want to go down there with some light?
Rogar's just gonna get down on one knee and say a quick prayer to Getty to center himself again. He dealt absolutely nothing this turn, so he feels like he's lost touch a little bit. So he'll do that for a few seconds, and then he'll get up and follow when the light starts moving.
Zaldini will say, "Are we butchering this bat or no sausages?"
Oh, I'm scooping up those entrails to get ready for the sausage manufacture when we get back.
Zaldini, your torch is sputtering.
Okay,
It's
Zaldini will put that stick away and get out Rogar's torch that Rogar gave Zaldini and light that one.
All right.
With his flint and whatever the thing is called.
And this is fine because this will be at the end of this torch, we're going to call the game over no matter what's going on. Because I need to go to Urbanot and drink beer and eat hamburgers.
Important.
What'd you say?
I said that's important.
It is important. Alex, are you going to GMI next weekend?
Oh, you are too, eh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. There'll be no beer and hamburgers. Well, maybe beer but no hamburgers. Well, maybe hamburgers. I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah, we sometimes do hamburgers.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna say, Relina, that you can go down with Zaldini to get that crossbow bolt, okay? Instead of moving the map all around and that kind of stuff, and then you come back up here, and if that's what you want to do, and then you'll go from this current room, or is that acceptable?
Oh yeah, if Rolina's gone down there as well, and the other folks are happy to investigate, I would be keen to investigate what's down there as well.
Yep.
Back down go back to the.
Oh no, sorry. Go to the. Go down the passageway, and you said it opened up into another room. Was that?
Yeah. There's this door. There's a door here, and there's a door here, and this is just the passageway. This is stairs leading down into where your crossbow bolt went. So it's really
So,
just two doors. I mean, a door. You know.
all right. So Rolina was keen to go down, retrieve the crossbow bolt, and look around and see what's down the stairs.
It is, okay. Well, when you go down there, it is the room with the wing-helmed statue and the dark altar.
Right. Okay. I'll get you. Yeah. Sorry.
Valdini wonders if this way leads back to the penance door.
I think it might be this one.
But didn't we go not the penance way? We went the...
Yeah, we went the packed way.
Yeah. So wouldn't this way be penance because it was the down way?
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm turned around. Yeah, Rogarth is going to be like that. That makes sense to me. And he's like, put the warhammer up on his shoulder like a lumberjack carrying an axe.
Nice.
And he's going to be like, let's go.
So the door where you all are there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is locked.
Okay, I'll try the usual.
Go for it.
Be right back.
Okay.
15 for 12, so 50, please.
Yeah, so again, slipping your little tools in there and your nimble little halfling fingers, your half fingers, you hear the telltale sounds and feel the resistance fall away and a click noise, and you believe now you can open the door.
Okay, again, just going to go and check my shoelaces. Just move everything.
So it's Zaldini's turn, but so we don't want to make it Rogar's turn.
He'll
Open the door.
Yeah, he'll open it.
The light from Zaldini kind of comes in as well, and there we are.
And do we? What is this?
And this is, I'll tell you what it is. So there's a stone in the middle of that room. You can see it. There's a door opposite. I didn't. The light's just barely. But this is a door over here. Yeah. That stone. A really kind of stoic slab of stone sits in the middle of that room, and the stone. It's a few feet wide. You know, it's about 3 feet tall, up to your waist or your nose if you're Zaldini or Rolina. And the stone has a small slit on top.
Like for a dagger?
Are you gonna go in and look at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zaldini will walk straight in.
Yeah, that's good. And yeah, you would. Yeah, it looks like it actually looks more like a sword, the width of a sword blade. That you know, that's what the slit looks like.
Wonder if it's, you know how there was that statue in the first room, but I fucked up looking at it so bad that I couldn't tell if I could take the sword or not. Maybe.
You stab your eye on the sword.
Yeah, I did.
Would we? Do we reckon that the slit would be the size of a sword? If it's a one-handed sword, like without knowing that we fucked up for looking at it, is the spacing of the slit, is that the glint of a one-handed sword, do I think?
Yeah, it's a normal. Yeah, I would say normal sword, not a great sword, for example.
Could I try just putting in that random short sword I got from a skeleton?
Sure. Yeah, you can go ahead and insert that sword if you want.
Yes.
It does slide into the hole. Kind of starts to, but it doesn't go down very far. 10, 15 centimeters. and you feel like it's not made for that sword.
Okay, I'll put it back on my belt. Wrong sword.
How about Rogar? Relene, I'll ask you kind of just if you want to do anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and see if any of the daggers is it sized for a sword width or is it?
It's sized for a sword. You can see immediately that the daggers you have acquired are too small for that.
Yeah, we got I guess it's the same style of sword that the wizard's already done. The ones that we picked up from the skeletons, the short sword. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll go and stand over here then, and just in case anything pops in from this direction over on the left.
And there is a door on the other side there. Let's see.
Yeah, cool. And then I'm just thinking on about it, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll just go back and see if I can kind of like disarm in a trap, trigger whatever that thing is in the slot, push something into it as if I'm disarming a trap next time around.
Okay, we'll go to Zaldini if you want to do anything, and then Rogar, and then back to Relena.
Zaldini doesn't have anything else to put in the slot, so he's just gonna maybe have a look at the rock a little bit more and see if there's anything else weird about it.
Okay, go ahead and make a wisdom check for me.
17.
It's the stone. It looks like that it's been here for eons of time, as if forever. That it's been almost a part of this room. Ancient.
Oh, wow. Zaldini will say, "Nice rock," and pass it, and then walk off.
Okay, exactly. Rogar? Hey, Rogar.
Rogar is just going to suggest that we, as a group, either move to the other door or run back as a group to that statue and see if we can knock the sword out of its hand. Because I think otherwise this is a dead end.
Okay. So that and now it's Relena's turn. You want to follow Seeker Rogar?
Oops.
Drew.
He's gonna go just move to there.
Into the light. Okay.
And that's
Relena. Andy.
Mr. Purcell.
Oh, still here, still thinking. I'm gonna go back and try using my thieves' picks to see if I can activate that thing with the slot.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dex check.
Okay. Here we go. 16.
You kind of, moving your picks and tools down in there and peering with your little eye. Having the Zalbina hold the torch overhead to get light right out in the slot. You know, it doesn't feel, there's no differences in the side walls in that slot, or you can see no creases or lines. It might be depressions to push or no protrusions. It really seems as if nothing is there but just the slot.
She's gonna take that away on an advisement and go back and huddle back next to the door. Did we check that? Did she check that door was open?
Did not check that door. Seeker Rogers said, "Let's go this way," and wandered off out into the light.
Yeah.
But that it's now Zaldini, your turn.
Okay, Zaldini's gonna follow Rogar. Because we're going back to check that sword thing. Is that what he was saying?
I believe that's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, either going back to check the sword on the statue or or trying this other door and just seeing if that leads us somewhere.
Yeah. I'm happy to check the sword first, maybe.
Oh,
So that was
you said the
something moves back
statue
in
room was
there.
down here, right? The statue was in this
Yes,
room?
exactly. Yes.
Okay, we may as well go down there quickly then. I thought if we had to walk back by like 6 rooms, it would
that's.
be.
I mean, that's kind of the way it goes. That's a dead skeleton. Just so you know, one you've killed already.
And he'll.
Okay.
If he's got the light, he'll get to that and then try and have a look to see if the hand holding the sword could be could release it. If it's trying to see if it's 2 different parts.
It's not. It's a solid statue. It looks, I would say, exquisitely made, so that you would imagine this was a live. It's so precise in its detail that you would say this looks like what was once a living man that was turned to stone, not something carved.
Okay. Or he'll just say, I command you to release the sword, and then he'll look at everybody else and kind of shrug.
Yeah. The statue's response is just mute defiance against the black halter.
Yeah, fair enough. That'll be him.
Door.
Yeah, actually, that's a fair point.
Want to go back this way then? Is that? Oh, went home. Okay.
Which door? This top door or the door at the end of this room?
You have not been in that door there yet. You've been over there. That's the slot in the stone. And that door.
Yeah, but there's also a door, wasn't there?
This is all that you came in through this door.
Oh no. The door in the stone slot room. There's a door.
There was indeed. Yes, you're right. Yes, yeah.
So Denny's happy to go through any door.
Can we take a 1-minute pause while I go to the loo?
I guess so.
I was gonna say, I'm walking away no matter what you say, right?
I wonder if we've missed something.
I'm back. I kind of thought you guys could take the torch while I'm gone and go exploring without me, but you wouldn't do that. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get there. Oh fuck. Okay.
Well, let's quickly try this one. See if that one can be picked open. The one to the left.
You want to go back into the sort the kind of okay. Yeah. Sure.
Oh wait for me.
Sorry. Okay, there you are. Come on. Okay. Right, that door is locked. I don't did Relina open already? I can't remember.
No, second dice roll.
Oh, there you go. Click. That opens easily.
Nice.
Rather, it becomes unlocked easily. And you can open that door. Who's gonna open that door?
Strong Rogar.
Everyone's standing aside. Rogar.
There you go. She'll reach up and turn the handle.
All right.
Yeah, Rogar can do it if you want. He's
Yep. All right, done.
as
And the
strong
light,
as the day is long.
the light goes in there. And
He's 24 hours strong.
Exactly. So yes, Rogar, you.
Oh no! Wait.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm lost. There you are. An empty room, and it looks like down there, Rogar, right behind you, there's stairs leading down, but the stairs are, destroyed and collapsed ceiling, and there's a door there to the north, and otherwise the room is empty. And that little tiny square down there is nothing, just so you know.
The door to the north.
So, Relina, when it gets to be her turn's going to do the usual.
We'll start with you, Relina. There you go.
17, or the second dice roll would be. Oh, 22.
Click again, the locked door becomes unlocked.
Nice.
Sweet.
So then he will move up with the torch.
Okay.
Oh, sweet Rogar.
Is that your turn? Are you done?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So here you go. Thank you for keeping us honest, Seeker Rogar. Yep.
What's this little box here?
It looks like there might have been a chest there long ago. The floor is slightly discolored. That is all.
Okay. He will open the door and step through once he sees what's there.
And it's the entrance room, right? So you guys came into.
Okay. Right.
And there's a dead Dretch there on the floor.
Yeah. Okay. He will say, let's go back then, because we've been everywhere in there.
Gone around, so to speak. I guess there's yeah. Where so it's that was Rogar. So Relina, your turn. Where are you gonna lead your party, even though you don't have the torch?
I'm just trying to remember where we didn't go through. So,
Oh, back through here we haven't opened a door to the north. The door to the north. Wait for Rogar.
I know. I'm waiting for him.
Roger.
Exactly. The shrubber. Okay, there you are.
Good.
Yes, that door you haven't been in yet.
Okay, try and see if it's open.
Yeah, it is locked again.
Try again. So, open it. 18.
18. Yes, you can the magical click of a door.
Cool. Steps aside, put the lockpicks away. Get the
Just
around.
casually, just gonna move over here, put my lockpicks away.
Yeah, it's important to be neat and tidy.
If anyone wanted, the space is open for the door now. If anyone wanted to open it, they could. But
Zeldini will
Oh.
open it.
okay, Sam just bopped out. Maybe something happened, but sure, you open the door.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello.
hi Sam, we got you.
I'm back? Okay. Sorry, everything went quiet. Got confused.
And Zeldini will open the door and walk in just to the edge of the...
And with the light, thusly, you walk into this room, and the room bears a heavy silence. A pile of rubble rests there in its center. The words of steel are carved into the floor nearby. A small, not not unlike you, a small devilish being cavorts amongst the rubble.
It's got like a plate mouth.
Yeah, a small
Like a
devilish
bowl.
being cavorts amongst the rubble. He's digging amongst the rubble. Yes, I'm gonna say. Okay, what do you want it? So that was you, Zaldini, Rogar. She opens the door.
Am I allowed to, since I've seen him, am I allowed to use an action to... Oh, wait, was my action to open the door?
Yeah.
Mm.
So Rogar, what do you want to do? You can hear this like, yeah, you know there's something in there, and I don't know if Zaldini, if you want to say anything or not, because if you say something, it might kind of alert the guy rubbling around in.
I'll just tag on Rogar's robes.
Oh, okay.
Rogar is gonna just ready up his hammer and step into the room and basically step up to the thing and then just try and bring the hammer down. He's not gonna talk.
Wow.
22 to hit.
Jeez. It's like those guys like, you leap in and smash him.
9 damage.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Yes, he was so focused on what he was doing that you smash him, and this little imp-like creature had tiny little wings. Obviously some kind of fiend, he's dead there, smashed to bits amongst the rubble.
Oh, as I said, there's good eating.
Yeah. And in Celestial, Rogar's gonna say, "Get out of here with that dirty shit." And then
Oh, with the right
turn back to
the right seasoning and herbs, mate, you'd be surprised.
yeah, turn back to the group and just say that he seems to be dead. And
Saldini will clap his hands together in glee. It's your turn, Raylena, I think.
Yes, it is.
Go in and search the corpse.
Well, as you move in and searching the corpse, you see kind of right where your torch / dagger icon is. There is the buried in that pile of rubble are the broken pieces of a sword.
Okay, so she's gonna look around. There seems to be sufficient pieces to make the sword back together, or is there some bits?
Yeah, it looks like all the pieces of the sword are there.
Okay, I'm gonna carefully pick them up and put them in my backpack.
Okay. Zaldini.
Is there anything else? Oh, come in here. Is there anything else in the rubble that I can see?
Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
4.
No, just broken bits of rubble.
Okay, what about over... Oh. Whoa, what am I doing? What about over here? What's this?
I don't know, it looks like it might have been a kind of hearth at one time. Difficult to say. It's kind of just broken bits of masonry.
Okay, and if I just sort of poke my head up these stairs here, is that a closed door?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And Zaldini will just announce to the group, does anyone know how to fix a sword? Looking at the broken sword in Raylena's hands.
I can break him, but fixing him, not so much. They don't teach you that at church school.
I can charm it.
The plowshares, not shattered shards to swords.
Maybe
Yes,
if we place them all in succession very gently, it would work because it's a small slot, you know.
Can you all make a perception check, please?
Has anyone got masking?
I'm sorry, can I make a wisdom check? So add your wisdom modifier.
10.
Okay, thank you.
8. God
Got
damn.
it. And Relina?
Yeah, here we go. Managed to do 2, but there you go. So we'll go for the lowest one, so that'll be a 10.
Okay, even I was gonna say the average, but still, as you're kind of investigating the room, looking around, you look up and you see coming up the stairs is this creature who could only be the statue from the previous room, winged helmet, long sword in his hand, with a dark aesthetic. He looks like a goth.
Oh, yay!
How dare you disturb the Dreadmore's tomb? I've had enough with my pacts and my penances and my of spells, of sacrifice, and of steel. It is now time for you to die. And top of the round, we'll say, Relina, it's your turn.
Crossbow. Fire the crossbow.
Okay.
There we go. +3. Oh!
Whoa!
4.
4 points of damage. Good lord. So clunk,
Don't you
a crossbow
roll
finds
tools?
the space between his armors, and it's his turn, however, and he comes up to, let's just go 1, 2, 3. Comes up to you, Seeker Rogar, and swings his mighty sword. She's walking the dog. We'll be in half an hour. Swings his mighty sword. Okay. That +3 for a 10 all up is
Miss.
not going to do it, is it?
By 1.
Oh, okay.
No.
He attacks twice, but
Ah.
no. But on his second attack, he does so at disadvantage, and so here's his second attack. Oh! Oh! Look at that! Even that disadvantaged die roll 17 will do the trick. Here's his damage for 8 points of damage.
Me down.
You down. Okay. What's your con bonus?
Shit. I got it on a piece of paper that's not right in front of me. My con is N.
Oh, Oh, okay. What is that for a bonus? Probably is no bonus. Probably just.
It's a 0. Sorry, it's 0 to the bonus.
Yeah, got it. Okay, so you're currently dying. So again, there's a certain amount of rounds, and then you'll be dead. But that was the evil Dreadmore's turn, and he was between. So now it's Zaldini's turn.
Zaldini's gonna come straight
So
over to
Seeker Rogar, yeah. Okay.
and attempt to stabilize him.
Okay, that's a DC 15 intelligence check.
Ah, that's good for me.
Steep. Oh, okay, good. But steep
plus
check. But
3.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's
Excel.
try. Oh,
Oh.
21.
Woo! Okay, lucky. Good. So, Rogar, you are you're unconscious, but you're not dying anymore. So you're at 0, just sitting there. Okay.
Okay.
And is that my action?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I will then. I think I'm gonna. Can. None of us have any healing shit though, do we?
You don't. I mean, that's probably my fault. I should have thought about this a bit more, but
Okay, Caldini is here to help, but he's also here to help himself, so he's going to move back to there.
Okay. Rogar, you are down but stable. Oh, you can, Rogar, you every turn get to roll, and if you roll a 20, you get 1 hit point. So that's, I think, the way we'll work that. Nope.
It's a big goose egg on that.
All right. That makes it Relina's turn.
Okay, so Rolina's going to move over here and fire the crossbow down if she can.
Okay.
There we go.
Did
Fine.
Nope.
he get double dice for a crit, or is that not a thing in this one?
I did double dice.
Because Andy
Yeah.
only rolled a single d6 last time when he got that crit.
Who? What?
Yeah, I got a 20, but I didn't roll 2 dice.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't even know. I blanked on
Yeah.
that. Well, you haven't used your luck point yet, so no, we'll yeah. So that was your anyway, that was your turn.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
How dare you fire? How dare you? He's gonna come over here and attack you. Sorry, I'm gonna get my dice roller here. Swings his great sword, and woof, that's gonna hit, I believe. Yes.
It's not gonna be pretty.
Slices into you for 6 points of damage.
Oh, that's double what I would take, so I'm down on the ground.
Okay, down on the ground. What's your con modifier?
+7. Con is -1.
Okay. You are down.
Oh,
You're
down.
You're dying. And so he's now gonna move towards you, Zaldini. And it's Relina's turn. Relina, you get to roll a d20 to see if you leap up with 1 hit point. No.
14.
So close though. Holy shit.
Zaldini, your turn. This evil Lord Dreadmore's marching towards you, black armor gleaming, winged helmet glinting off your torchlight, coming at you with his longsword.
So is this creature level 0 to 2?
I'm sorry. No, he's not actually. He's level 3.
Oh, that fucking sucks. I could have charmed him. That would have been so fun.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I would just burning hands him. I'll be like, stay away from Saldini!
Okay.
Okay. Come on now. Let's see. 11.
No.
And then I'm gonna run.
That's
1,
a
2.
burning hands. Doesn't that mean you made a successful spell attack because it's 10 plus the spell DC? So 11.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. So, yeah. I'm sorry, Toys. I was looking at his AC.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, that was my fault. I forgot about that.
You're right.
Okay, so.
I was just thinking AC, not successful spell attack. So yeah, roll
Yeah.
damage.
4.
Oh, he's still alive.
No.
Lord Dreadmore stuff, but it was so close. So close, Zaldini.
Well, can I still move though?
You may.
5, 10, 15, 20. How far? 25?
You can move. Yeah, you can move 30 basically. You can move from close to near. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, kind of pulling this.
Without getting anyone in the darkness.
Yeah, there enough.
What if I put the boss in the darkness? Does he die?
But he's of the darkness. Rogar, you are unconscious and stable, so you're just down there. You can roll a d20 again. No. That was Rogar. Relina, it's your turn. This is it, Relina. You need to roll a d20 or you're dead. Sorry. You're dead. I rolled your con for you, and you really only had one round of survival. So, Relina the Thief, dead. And now it's the creature's turn, and he's gonna move to you, Zaldini. And this is it.
Leave something alone! Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Sorry, let me get to my die roller. There we are. Plus 15.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Don't roll a 3.
6.
Didn't roll a 3.
Yeah. I'm like dead because that's like double my.
No, they don't have that. They don't have that mechanic in this game. But you are just dead. You're dead. Well, you're down, and Relina's dead. Rogar is unconscious. You're also unconscious.
My con is 0.
Your con. Okay, con is 0. I'm gonna roll. 0 modifier. Okay, so that's it. And you see as the camera pulls back, and the view becomes higher and higher. Darkness appears around the edges, and Lord Dreadmore stomps past Zaldrini and goes back down to his lair in the center of his dungeon. And we'll let Seeker Rogar make one more roll to see if he comes alive.
Can I make a roll too?
17. Sorry, Seeker Rogar. Zaldini, you can't because of your low low con. You are also dead. And
isn't it? What was the thing for that? I thought there was like a base thing plus your con.
Yeah, your con is 0 modifier, and the base thing is 1 round. So.
Yeah, so do I get 1 round of trying?
Oh, okay. 1 roll of d20, sure.
Yeah, let's see if he survives at least. It'll be fun.
You pop up?
No.
We can, we'll end here if I may. As an epilogue, we will say that Seeker Rogar eventually regains consciousness, but he's in total blackness because there is no torch, and the creatures of the Shadowdark consume him, and he is dead.
Became
or
the
not.
Feast, not the feast.
Next time we can play with new characters or with these ones as well.
Does Relana have a torch on her character sheet?
Yes.
Can I make a roll to see if I can scrabble my way over to Relina's body?
Sir, we'll do 1 roll to see. How's this? 1 roll to see if you can do everything and escape the Dreadmore dungeon back to Ipswich. Shall we do that?
Yeah.
No, the answer
What
is
am I
no.
adding to it?
Nothing. A straight roll.
Oh, that's kind of boring.
Well, there we are. You guys delved the Dreadmore dungeons and came close to defeating. Came very, very close. He had 1 hit point left. The Lord Dreadmore.
Annoyed.
1 hit point left, and that's like Alex, when Zaldini did the whatever was the burn hands or whatever, you missed killing him by 1 hit point.
Wow.
That's so annoying. We did pretty well then.
But that's pretty good. That's a Shadowdark session, and sorry I kind of fumbled my way through a lot of it because I don't have the rules memorized. But
that was really fun.
But there you go. We could, if you wanted, we could play this game again. Not this. This is, in looking back, this is like module I downloaded. It's actually kind of a bit. I mean, it's there's literally parts missing. Like I was like, what? It didn't. That room description's not at this. It's missing something or whatever. Like yeah, and it's too. It's
That
supposed to be.
They didn't add detail to it or something.
Yeah, it's supposed to be kind of Arthurian legend style, like the sword and the stone kind of thing, and this broken sword in this room, if you put it back, if you reforge it, and then you can put it in that sword in the stone room, you can put it in that slot and get all these boons, but I don't know how you reforge the sword. Because you know,
they don't have a forge or anything. Yeah.
No, you're just in a dungeon. There's no. Yeah.
Or do we have to like leave and go to town?
I mean, one could do that. You could make it more of a campaigny kind of thing like that, where you did that.
It'd be cool if they did have a forge in there, though.
Yeah. There's some other, there's, here what I can do is, just do this actually. Okay. Do you see that?
Nice.
That's the dungeon.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, nice. We went through everything pretty much, eh?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Did we go in this room up the top?
You did not.
No, because we couldn't get through the...
You did not.
Yeah.
And that's like a church. Those are pews, and there's some altars. There's some altars there, right here. And in that room, what is in that room? 9. Yeah, it's a chapel. And in that room, there's some small altars there at the bottom end, and they say there's words above them that say, and the words written above them say, "Speak the dark contracts, seal your doom." And if you had said something like, well, if you had said, "Of spell, of steel, of sacrifice," in any order, the statue guy would have come alive and hunted you down.
Okay.
And you know what? Just so you know, I know I have to go in a sec, and I just made the statue guy come alive and come in.
I appreciate that.
For some kind of like big bad battle at the end, right? That's why I did that. So he just I had you guys all do a perception check to see if you would hear him coming, and you all failed that, and that's why he just appeared at the stairs.
But I can't be surprised. Does that matter? That's one of my things.
Yeah, not anymore. Does it matter?
No.
But you're right.
That's one of my talents, apparently.
Sorry, Alex. That would have been helpful.
Oh, damn. Rolling without telling us.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, cool.
But it's a simple rule set and allows us, we could. There's, like I said, I just pulled this module off online just as something to do, and I probably could find a better one.
In a scenario where there's not enough people to play, this is quite fun to do, where you can make a small. Because I just went through that quick start sheet and rolled together a different character from each class.
Yeah.
And so it seems really straightforward to do. And it's fun because it is essentially just 5e but casualer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it uses the book that uses the SRD, the 5e SRD, and because it uses like advantage, disadvantage, and that kind of stuff. But it has lots fewer mechanics.
Yeah. Was there something to do with those pedestals in the warfare room?
No.
Was there something we could have done there?
No, there's not. That's another thing. I read this module. It's only like 4 pages or whatever. I read it last night, and I read it before. I glanced before. I read it last night really quickly. I loaded the map on Owlbear, but even just that, the pedestals. No, there is. I could have invented something to do, but no, the room descriptions are like 1 sentence each. That's another thing with Shadowdark. It's kind of like supposed to be like so minimal that the DM and players have to kind of fill in all the gaps, which is fine. But yeah, that jar in that room, in this room over here, the jar with the brain, that was supposed to be like Merlin's brain, right? And it's actually, it actually is a creature and it can do things, but
cool.
only
I
meant
should have
to.
eaten it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so for that, and Sam, you were saying things about, I was like, oh, the daggers and the 3 petals with 3 daggers. I was trying to figure out, but I was in my head trying to figure out a way to make that work into something, but it's nothing in the module about it at all. And I was like, that's a good idea. What can I do? But
That's too much to do on the fly.
I couldn't think of anything to like make it happen in a way that rewarded your investigation of it.
Well, I mean,
Anyway.
you've played with me long enough to know that as soon as I see some sort of random connection, I'm suddenly plotting a
Indeed, and that's true, and it's usually, and you're usually spot on. But in this, the random connections are just totally random. There's nothing about them. Yeah, I mean,
I do like the combat of like you run up and do the thing that you do, and then you either live or die based off of that action. So I do enjoy that. I think it's quite fun to explore.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that, to be honest.
No, it's good fun. Good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the book here at home, and if you want to, read that quick start guide, is funny because it's like as Sam said, it's like a 60-page quick start guide. But,
I start that.
and it's most of the book. This book is like 1/3 player stuff, 1/3 gameplay, and 1/3 kind of DM rules. But the DM rules are not anything that's you can't see. And it's also about 1/3 monsters. So like this one book is the entire game system, everything, monsters included. And magic items, and like a small section of magic items. Yeah.
It's definitely fun and worth doing again the next time we've got not enough.
Yeah, awesome. Sounds good. I'll try to find some good adventure, one that's a bit more, and it's kind of the kind of game too where you play it in sessions. Like it's nice to be able to do an entire thing in 2 to 4 hours. You know what I mean? Without.
Yeah, and then it doesn't matter if your character lives or dies because it's not a
Yeah.
I'm quite attached to Zeldini though. I might make him have a comeback.
I totally think of Alex, the old 80s Spider-Man cartoons where the guy that was the Goblin, the monster, he was one of the bad guys.
Yes.
That's exactly what you're doing. It even looks like it. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to Urbanon, drink beer, and eat hamburgers.
Eat some bugs.
Get some
nice.
birds.
Well, thank you for that.
Thanks, Ethan.
Thank you for that, Ethan.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for playing, stumbling along with me, and
Yeah, it was great.
thanks for viewers. We had some viewers today too. So I'll talk to you guys later this week. All right.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Okay, ta-da.
Bye, viewers. Thank you. I don't think we're rating anybody, so we're just gonna take off.